Hello. Yeah, I'm having a little technical difficulties going on, but you know, that's nothing unusual for the start of a brand new day. It's nothing I haven't dealt with before. It's all good. It's all right. We will make it out all right. So, is everybody else just as excited as I am? Because I don't know about the rest of you guys, but today is going to be quite the party. Trying to make certain I've got everything lined up, set up, ready to go. And it's been a little busy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. Can we get... There we go. That's good enough. All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. I hope you all are doing just as fantastic as I am. Forget about the countdown. It's all kind of squirrely, and I don't care. That's fine. We are going to get started on it. Today is an exciting day. Everybody's so excited. Lots of talk, lots of hype, lots of build up for what is to be a big event for us here in Denmark this season. And hopefully just the start of many big events we're going to have around here, right? So, like, woot. Happiness and good tidings and everything else. I'm trying to decide. Let's do this. Let's swap over here to this screen so that, you know, we're not watching a timer kick down because for whatever reason. Grab me a drink. Yeah, my first timer system that I was going to use broke on me, so I had to throw something together real quick, which is probably what you guys got to see there at the start, but that's all right. Welcome on in, Swift, as always, a pleasure. For those of you who don't know, Swift is doing our big, is one half of the competitors for today. But first, we are going to go hop into the Discord. We are going to bounce around and we're going to go see if we can find some people to interview who want to be interviewed, and have them pop down and join us in the streamer channel. So we'll go from there. But for right now, let's get some game audio going. There we go. Let's get some music going, because who doesn't like a little bit of background elevator music? I think I'm going to get some music going. We might get some music going. Doesn't look like we're going to get any. So I guess we're going to get Valheim music going. That's what we're going to end up with. There it comes. There's the music. All right. That's what we want to see. We'll keep it low. This should be good enough. Right out over there, just like that, just like that. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, and then we'll get you a gameplay screen. We have some Valheim music, and I am doing the crouchy thing, and hello. Yes, we are here. It is Valheim time. It is our Saturday build-off. We have an hour. We are actually a little less than an hour, I think. Let me double-check my time. Yes, we are 52 minutes, not like we're counting, before... Stop. We are 52 minutes before the launch of the big 90-minute build-off event between Swift Squirrel and Azota. I'll take you over there. We'll show off the build areas here in just a moment. It does look like our little fireplace is down. And since we are going to be traveling around in Denmark, you never travel without a little rested bonus and a little bit of food in your belly. So let's get some of that taken care of. Let's light up base camp here to get us started. Nothing like stepping off on the right foot, going in the right direction. Now it feels like home. When the smoke completely covers the entire room, we have made home. Now see, we're going to do this again, where I am once again... I swear, there's a 13 somewhere here. And it's like every time I'm like, yeah, there's a 13, and I go to show off a 13. The game goes, yeah, no, it's like, just kidding. Nice. Good score. How's it going, Brotherford, my friend? Welcome on in. Are we excited for this build-off? This is going to be something of an exciting event. I hope you are just as excited as I am. Yeah, no, I can't find a 13 now. It's this weirdest thing. It comes and goes. I wonder if there's something upstairs that has to be lit. Alright, Brotherford. Alright, how are we looking for food? We got food. Under the mistletoe? Nope. I can't get anywhere under this mistletoe, even if you came in here to plant one on me. That may be what it is. I can't think of those would be the cause of that. Oh, there's the 13. Haha, yep. Fires did it. Where'd you go? There's the 13. It's right over here in my little corner for whatever ungodly reason. But there we go. There's the 13. Ha! Not crazy. This is not the only place that should be a 13. There should be one. Yeah, no, that's a 12 here. Yep, there's the 13. So yeah, it looks like the fires. That's right in between where the fires are at. So I am in a choice location in this room. Because I get both fireplaces. Oh. Now. We will be doing a poll in the chat. We will ask all of our viewers and whatnot to try and lay aside their affiliations for the purposes of this build-off. This is not a team competition. This is strictly a Swift Squirrel versus Zoda build-off. So teams have nothing to do with this one. So all's fair in building and wars, and this is building and wars. So it's the better builder gets to take home the Draugr thing. I think that is what was agreed upon. We were going to keep this civil. Yes, I understand the emotions, my friend. But even I am maintaining a strict neutrality on this one. There's that. Somebody's pinging. So I am just stacking up just a little bit of food to get me going. I like to grab one of all the stuff that I eat to start my day off with, and then whatever I have in my bags is what carries me on through the rest of my day. Oh, I will absolutely give equal amounts of shit to both sides. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fairness. You're fine, Brotherford. It is just fine. Let's throw the rest of this wood I have in the fireplaces. Why not? That's a good place for it. Now, I happen to know I still have a private stock of onion soup. There it is. You. And so there we go. Now we have our meal to go. So we are now ready for the races. I'm going to take some resin with me because we'll probably need to update some of the torches. We are not going to put lighting up and around the builders area. We're going to let them handle a lot of that. So don't be surprised when we don't do things like... now, I've got a flashlight. I have my halo, my flashlight here. So during nights, when we're going down to get a better look at what they're doing, I will throw this on and make it easier for everybody to see as we go down. But yes. And for those of you tuned in, yes, looks like it's going to be next weekend is going to launch Chaos Weekend. And I have been inviting everybody who wants to participate in the opening salvos of Chaos Weekends to come join me at Nori Chaos. We are just off in the southeast portal hub, so you can get there via the trader. We'd like to invite each and every one of you guys to come on down and join us. So much chaos. Indeed, indeed. Zai, welcome on in. Welcome on in. So we are just, making our way to the battlegrounds. Let's see, PB Trader. There we go. No games. Oh, look, everything's nice. Good job. Don't ask me. I don't know what he's saying. I'm working on my Swedish, but it's not that good yet. Amazing, though. Good gameplay, though. Most excellent of gameplays. All right. So as we meander our way over here, you will note that we are technically in Northwest territory. They have willingly agreed to host the event for this time. Plus, we're technically in Spawn Island, and so the area like directly close to the Ritual Stone is supposed to technically be sort of kind of neutral territory to keep it safe for everybody to do things as they need to. But we did make certain we covered everything above board and got permission. He said, I didn't know and landed and got her. Excuse you, sir. This is restricted contestant only area. You are going to have to see your way somewhere else. Rude. So, this is Area 1. We will have to occasionally come by and clean up some of this stuff that was left over in the area. We seem to keep getting stuff popping up in here, but that should be all right. So there is, as we go down the laundry list of the things that our builders have to build with, right? So there is 500 stone piled up right here. Doesn't look like it. It's all kind of like packed in on top of each other. But there is 500 stone for our builders. There is a pile of coal, 50 pieces of coal. We have 250 round logs, which is what you see right here in the 5 piles. 1 stack of fine wood. And then there is 500 regular wood, which is all piled up here on the side. And that is the raw materials that is going to make up the majority of their build-off. Stuff that they're building with. Now, we did allow them to come up with a laundry list of items, a shopping cart, as it were. in this case we're going to call it a cart, of spare goods and or items that they would like for decoration purposes. So inside the chest, we have some carrots, dandelions, cloudberries. They wanted some gold for decoration, some circling cores. There's 2 pieces of iron. This 2 pieces of iron is not really intended for decoration. This is to give them, because they wanted to be able to work with stone, so they needed the iron in order to set up a stone cutters. So this is what that's going for. So not everything is going to be used in the build, but not everything is going to be wasted, I suspect. But yes, raspberries, some resin, ancient logs. The list goes on. You can start to get an idea of some of the decoration stuff that you could potentially do with this. But we have 2 carts exactly the same level of stuff in it. And as we wind our way over to the other side, to the build area, we'll have to clean these bits of garbage out of here. Well, if this gets to be too much, we may have to get somebody to come down here periodically to remove it, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. Yes, the third cart is the cart for, it actually belongs to the northwest group. This is their cart. And so this is basically all of the random bits and bobs, odds and ends that we have been picking up and collecting over in the area. So it's just a junk cart, but it's to make certain that the rules for the groups are governed. So I'm not, if you see me picking stuff up, I'm not picking it up and running off with it. That goes back to the team who's donating the area. This is their area, so this is technically their stuff. So that's all that is. But again, stack of fine wood. Here is their 500 wood. 250 core wood, 500 stone, and a pile rude sergoe, and a pile of coal. Yeah. The idea is you shouldn't be foraging for any other extra build materials that are there. But yeah. And then, of course, as always, we will be sitting up here. So myself and Duzakino will be going back and forth periodically from our commentator's booth up here in the Overwatch Tower. Let's get some lights going here. Here we go. So between myself and Duzakino, we will be sitting right here, bringing you all of the blow by blow, the commentaries, and all of the great, as we keep track and watch the action unfold between these 2 fabulous builders and this potentially most epic of build-offs. And then, so from this vantage point, we can see both sides of the field equally. And we can... I don't know about this. I think this is going to be the most epic of build-offs. But yes, we will have a countdown. You will be able to see it. It should show up right in this area right here on the screen. So once the round starts, we'll have 90 minutes there. And then we will periodically, over the course of that 90 minutes, we will get up from here and are talking and discussing about what it is that we think they're going to do, the strategies they might employ. We will actually get up and go down, and we'll take some little closer looks in there. And in the meantime, we will try and get some interviews with some of the other Denmorkian residents if they show up to watch. Any member of the server that is online is welcome to come and hang out with us here in the center. In this area down here, this is kind of where we're kind of keeping track of the whole build operations. So you're welcome to come down, sit and watch and root on for your favorite builder. As well as you are also welcome to jump in the channel and listen to us go ham on the on our builders. But yes, we have We have just over 30 minutes before this event takes off and goes live. So for right now, what can we do for the next 30 minutes? Because this is going to be exciting stuff. I'm thinking maybe we should bring some beds over here. That might not be a bad idea. Put some beds over here so we can at least force it daytime. Right before the event starts. Maybe? Nah. We'll take it as it comes. So some of the things that we have been discussing and talking about too, for those of you who haven't been following along, there is an upcoming secondary build-off between a Wars HQ and Mr. Waggleton. We're looking forward to seeing that. We don't have that officially on the schedule just yet. We don't know when that is going to take place, but that is part of the docket. I was just the only problem with having everybody reset their spawn points here and then destroying the beds is, you know, of course, if they don't remember to reset their spawn points on the other side, they'll end up somewhere funny, aka back at spawn point. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It may not be an issue. We've got time to kill, so I'm not like super put out about the whole thing. So we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, we can, because we're not going to have everybody, I think, in here chattering who are likely to be showing up and coming around. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. We've got the auto system turned on. We'll see who shows up, and then anybody else that we don't cover, we will get them some extra bit of loving before it goes out. But I think I will. Where is it at? We'll do like this. We'll get once again we'll do some like free press for our entertainment staff for this evening. So we're going to do a secondary shout out for the one and only fabulous Swifty Squirrel, one of our big competitors. If you don't know who she is, how dare? Just one of the fabulous streamers that are going to be out here today doing your builds. Her competitor from Team Southeast, and no slouch in his own right. Also, another fabulous streamer. Zoot. I like that one. He's going to get a second one right behind that one. Because the auto service is going to ping him as well. Fabulous. Two back to back. That's okay. Absolutely fabulous. So those are our two competitors this week. And then joining me up here on the commentary booth is, of course, the one and only fabulous Mr. Duzikino. Oh shit! Oh, welcome on in. Are you having fun? Got a weird echo. Is anybody else catching a weird echo? Maybe not. Maybe it's just the way it's been fixed up and just sounds weird in my ears. Yeah, on some of the clips. Okay, so I'm not Okay, so I'm not completely crazy. There is a strange echo going on. Yeah, I don't know. Just when I thought I had everything sorted out. Recording audio. Yeah, it's all there. I wonder if it is in the actual... All right, let's do this. Let's get one more shout out going on. It's because I'm having fun with these things, and we're going to do a little troubleshooting. So we're going to give Azizai another call. Well, that one was a quick one. Not nearly long enough, Azizai. We'll have to get some longer clips out of you one of these days. Well, we'll do a shout out for another member of the server who plays. I won Wars HQ. No? No echo. It is so weird. So it's like, I'm out of here. Well, you know, if you're not here in time, Zoda, we don't want to hear you cry and or whine. You will, unfortunately, may have to take the forfeit. Maybe to the theater. We are starting to get some daytime coming in, though it does look like some potential bad weather coming in. This may prove to be ominous to today's festivities. We'll wait and see. There's already spooling. The psychological warfare has already started. We haven't even got everything up off the ground to get going. It's already going on its own. All right. Let's see. We have everything else we're going to need. So the discovering a cable snag. Ooh, unfortunate, my friend. I hope that doesn't slow you down or hurt you as far as getting here in time for the competition. We shall see. We shall see indeed, as there is now officially 29 minutes left on the clock before the start of this. We would like to see everybody here as part of the competition at least 5 minutes before the start. But, you know, you can show up right at start time if you want to do the dramatic maneuver. I'll have a regular anime moment. So, in the meantime, what do we do with ourselves? We could take... Oh, you know what? Let's go do this, because... Anime moment. Yes, exactly. You know, the hero shows up at the very last possible seconds. I'm here. Ooh, senpai. Yeah, no, I don't do that. I had been watching this morning, and for those of you who hadn't tuned in to catch it this morning, Azizai has been doing some fantastic work over at Team Northeast. And so we've got a little bit of time. Let's go sneak over there and go check out some of the fantastic work that has been going on. Because why not? We can do a little bit of show and tell for our friends. There it is. It's like, which portal is it? It's the portal I almost never go into. That's the portal it is. Normally, I tend to run to their places. But today, I think we'll just take a short little trip. So, Azizai has been, if you've been tuning in, has been extremely busy working on this little bad boy here. And this has been absolutely fantastic. So, he's got a nice little covered walkway here. This is glorious. Looks so good. I think he's out to give the wall maker for Team Southeast a run for their money. Trying to show you how to build a wall there, Zoda. And just in time for trolls to wreck it all. Right? Yes, for those of you who haven't been keeping track, today is the day when the Elder is slated for availability to be killed by the members of Denmork. So I've already heard chatter of a couple of people have already planned a Elder kill here very shortly. So we will be up to our ears in troll fights, I suspect, before too much longer. Hello, Wolfie. Already killed him. Okay, there you have it. Shalinar's weighed in and let us know that the Elder has already been silenced once already. Which means... Well, did you guys hang the head, or you haven't hung the head yet? But yeah, this wall is fantastic. Okay, you think Don hung the head? Okay. Well, we'll go look. We'll go look here in a minute. But yes, look at this. I have been enjoying watching him build the wall. I have been enjoying the look of the wall. Good work. Absolutely fantastic. If you guys are looking for a wall builder, you might give... you got two choices. You can either call a Zai or you can call a Zoda. Both of which have done fantastic walls this season. Yeah, that would kind of suck if I'm standing around here showing off your brand new wall and then we get raided by a troll. I should probably not hang out here too much. Let me find the way back to the portal house. We'll go look for the head. Oh, now that would add a bit of interest and intrigue to our matches. If the... I'm gonna go with this one. Let's see where this one takes me. We're suddenly on set with a troll raid right in the middle of the competition. If that were to happen, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I would say that the builders should focus on building and leave the trolls to everybody else. Market for stone roads. And if you're in the market for some stone roads to your stronghold, make note that the Brotherhood has closed up shop. Make your own. Foo, 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 foo. Yes, it appears that Brotherhood has hung up. Unfortunately, in these days and trying times of Denmork life, our master road builder has hung up his stone tools. If you're looking for that extra special deliverer of stone roads, you should go back and look at season 1 for any inspiration, help, and whatnot, as that's the only place you're going to get help from him. But yes, it does look like we do indeed have. So the Elder has been cut down. Wow, that's pretty bad. So with the Elder down, we are officially into the long road all the way to the Queen kill. It was a real hack job. I know, right? Right? I had to ask him a question. I think they were going after him with regards to, we've been attempting to contact you regarding your altar's warranty. All right. So we had 3 weeks up on the schedule. I am going to be putting this to a vote within the group's chat internally. I think we're going to actually move these things. They're just a little out on the limb, yeah. Just a little. But that's all right. We'll take the stretch. But yeah, I'm going to be putting out a a poll in the Denmork chat. I think we're going to move the time between boss kills from the 3 weeks that it is now down to 2 weeks, because I think 3 weeks just feels a little on the long side. And so we're gonna step it up a little bit just so that we can go from where we're at here to at least motor, so we can start getting access to some of those fancy things, and then it'll set us up for going after Yag and ultimately get the Mistlands, because that's what pretty much everybody's looking forward to, is getting out there and into the Mistlands. Elder bows to no one. No, he doesn't bow at all. He just got, you know, chopped down. I don't know. I'm not the comedian in the group. I would say see Azizai, Rutherford, Zoda, any one of those guys. All famous. But yeah, so I think we're gonna step up to kill. I'm gonna put the vote out there, but I'm fairly certain that's gonna be an easy one to pass, and so we'll see these move. So within a month from now, we should be have already killed motor, or people are lined up to go kill motor. And then we'll be breaking into the plains, and then ultimately on the Mistlands, where all of the real true horror is going to start occurring. But yeah, that'll speed up timeline just a little bit as far as boss kills goes. That will increase the raid levels. This is kind of the reason why we're like, you know, why we've closed down admittance onto the server. So there's no longer anybody else that are being invited in anymore. The groups are kind of set. And so we really wanted people to get in here, make certain that they got their stuff before, and got some kind of defensible outputs and everything before everything got carried away and taken off, because at some point you're going to be behind. And since you've got to start a new character when you come here on the shores of Denmark, you don't want to be behind, and that's a tough thing to catch up. So in either case, it's all well and good. But yeah, we're probably going to see an increase from 3 weeks to 2 weeks. We'll start to see more boss kills go through. I know I'm going to try and put together a boss run against the Elder maybe tomorrow or sometime later on this week, depending on when I can get the group of Team Southeast together, or at least a majority of them. We are not stopping any of our members from going to kill the Elder. If you want your key, go do it. Absolutely go do it. But a lot of times it's just fun to go into a boss fight with just a handful of your trusted allies, and you're just going to town at it. Go ham. Well, just out of range of that crafting station. There we go. But yeah, that's kind of the moving forward plans. We also have next weekend is going to be our first ever Chaos Weekend. So that's going to be fun. We're trying to get together as many people as we possibly can to participate in that. We're going to try and get them all onto one island. So at best case scenario, it will be get up here. Feel the need to be in my seat. We'll do this right. We will do this right. Come on, you. Here we go. Come join us. This, oof. Yeah, that doesn't work so well. Okay, so that's a little touchy. Hang on. We'll get there. Sorry about that. Double impact. Twice the information. That's right. You need it doubled up. There we go. Okay, now we'll get this right this time. So, there we go. Next weekend here on Denmark, you will laugh, you will cry, you will shed tears as all your favorite heroes either triumph or die. As we start our very first own Chaos Island, we are going to try and pile as many people as we can onto the Chaos Island itself. 10 streamers, 1 weekend of chaos, and chat is in control. You don't want to miss out. on these upcoming and exciting activities. And if that doesn't breathe a little bit of terror into my fellow streamers that are going to be participating in this, I don't know what is. As that is potentially 10 different streams of chat that are all attempting to do one thing. Because we know what chat likes to do. Chat likes to kill the streamers. So I'm going to tell you people.
Anything less.
Welcome on in, Swifty. Welcome on in. Exactly. But that's what we kind of come to expect, though, from our chat is fun. Good times. And I happen to know for a fact that anybody going to a Chaos stream with me is really in for a long day, because I know my chat has been like hoarding their points for everything they possibly can. I happen to know for a fact there are a number of individuals with greater than 100,000 points just sitting on them, waiting for something like this to come out.
I wonder who that could include.
It says one of the guilty parties. The high lurker herself. That's right. Zoda's going to get a little funky. But yeah. Brotherford's like, my almost 30K will be depleted that weekend. To be honest with you, I am hoping that a lot of people will deplete the snot out of their points that weekend. If they do, it means that they've spent it all on a uproariously good laugh. And I absolutely plan on taking screen captures of what my skills look like before and then after. Be like, okay, this is what you guys did to me. But
I'll have to put a reminder on before the stream starts.
Yeah.
Screenshot your skills now.
Yep. Have a look at them, because they're not going to look the same afterwards. That being said, I can tell you that here in Southeast Territory, our very own Brotherford has been cooking up a brand new monetary making scheme of his. I happen to know for a fact that he is building up the one and only Brotherford's Gym. Come earn those extra points back. Have you died often? Have you died a lot? Come get that training in. You too can be fit as a fiddle and Viking fresh today. Don't forget to get your gym membership. Go see the one and only Brotherford for all your training needs. These are hard to come up with off the top of my head, especially when I haven't been given a name for the place. I'm just going to start calling it Brotherford's Gym. Oh, all right. So you are down here, Squirrel. I know you're out here somewhere.
I am sitting on a rock by my little build pad here.
You got food in hand? You got nothing else in your pocket?
Food is stashed and tools are stashed. I'm waiting for Zoda to jump in with a request. Request to be able to add a cultivator to our tools. I've got one
cultivator.
From our group. I'm hoping he can bring yours, so we can, grass around our builds when they're done to make them look pretty.
Oh, well, if that's an after the fact, then I don't think that needs to be included in the ask, and you can just come back to us after the builds are over.
Oh, I meant as part of it's being judged on how it looks.
Oh. You want to do that as
okay. Leaving little cold trails everywhere I go. Okay.
Yeah, I noticed you don't have a cloak, huh?
No. I mean, technically, no. Technically, yes. I didn't know whether Zoda had one. I felt like it would be
Zoda does have one
on the stamina thing. Okay, then yeah.
Zoda does have one. So if you have one, I would suggest going to put it on.
I will. I will be back.
You're fine.
Hello,
You got
shaman.
time.
Sweet.
All right. Let's see. What do we have on the server? I do see. Okay. So we're just kind of waiting for everybody to settle in and get here. Which, that's fine. There's still a few more minutes left on the clock. It's all good. All right. Need the flashlight on my head when I'm sitting here at the booth. Oi. We're going to try my own arrow ship.
Mhm.
Not so good.
Rutherford's got a gym going. Maybe I should get some sort of archery range up. Get everybody's bow skills trained up.
Having my bow skill trained up would not do anything at all for the fact that I'm still a poor archer. That being said, I have played around with the Arbalist in some single player worlds, and I can actually shoot with that, but that's only because that thing shoots in a straight line. You put your reticle on the target and pull the trigger. Doesn't get any easier than that.
I am still short the things I need to make the Miss Lands gear, so I have not tried that. Oh, Azizai votes for the shooting range. Okay, I will make that my pet project after our main base is completed. Well, hello there to you too, Haldor.
Wow. Oh, I've actually hit this guy a couple of times. Nice.
Ah, well done.
I figured I've been missing him. It's like, it's not dying. I suck at this. It's all right. Would 100% enjoy a shooting range, yes. I think a number of people would enjoy a shooting range. Suddenly, I just got this. So, Zyza says the deer near our base would be appreciative. They've suffered immeasurably. And I've just got this picture of deers running around, like with the comical comedian arrow through the head bit on their heads and little arrows sticking out their hindquarters. Yeah. That's the imagery on my head right now.
Poor little deer. You need a clean, quick kill, and apparently they're not getting that.
No. Accurate, he says. Oh, it's fantastic. Looks like that's a Zoda over there. So we are close to getting this thing underway.
Woohoo!
Not me, the joke was accurate. I didn't think it was being a joke. I think I was... All right. So let's do this.
No pun intended.
Right? Yeah, no. None indeed. We'll do the little master of ceremonies bit. Excuse me.
Oh.
Well, I was going to have you guys start and pull the carts from the interior all the way to the outside. But one side's a little longer than the other side, so... Because I didn't pay much attention to it when I put it in, and so it's not dead centered. So rather, instead, I will just move these out to the edges here, and then you guys can take them from there. And so they're equally distributed right next to your build area. Hey, Zoda! No, put that back. Put that back. He's like, I'm gonna move this up the hill. No. You are both on a slope.
Both on a slope. I'd have to pull mine up too.
All right.
I will swap if you are at all concerned.
Okay, we are going to hang on. Let me get what time? All right.
Zoda, that's for dumping stuff you've picked up. That's not part of the competition. Or if you have gear on you that you don't want to use.
There we go. We'll get a big ping across the server. Yeah, that's just a drop box. Throw in garbage. What are you doing?
What the heck?
No. Yeah, put your stuff back in there. Don't be taking things out of this box. Now, we did include workbenches. There is a workbench here in the center. So if you forget and need to repair, you can run in here and use it here, or you can make one in your area. But you will have to obviously enclose it in order to repair your hammer. So I thought this was a nice little happy place. People can run in and repair as necessary.
Much appreciated.
So we covered that. So there we go. Zoda is hiding from the commentator's booth. He's like, I don't want to hear you guys talk about me. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So this is going to be your guys' last call because you're going to have 90 minutes on the clock. You've got 5 minutes to showtime here. So if you want to take a break, get up, walk around. Yeah, walk around, go get rested bonus, whatever you want. You got 5 minutes. And then we're going to kick this thing off. Let's go, says Morning Darkness. Yeah, hers has got an echo on it too. It is so weird.
The rest of your audio isn't echoing, so I'm not quite sure what's causing it.
And well, it's not all of the shout outs either. Like legitimately, some of the shout outs echo and some of them just don't.
Could it be a volume thing? Is it being picked up through a headset?
No, it's not being picked up to a headset. Because if it was being picked up to a headset, it would be always picked up. Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know. Huh? Oh, some of them are quiet?
Maybe quieter.
No. So the application that spits those out, the volume's the same on all of them. So unless, of course, the clip could be quieter.
That's what I meant, is that there were some quieter clips.
Well, let's go, since Morning Darkness is here. That makes it easier because I can just directly tag her and we'll see if what are you doing? Come back here. We'll see if there's another one of hers that will do the same thing.
For science.
Oh, yeah, that does peak the volumes. But it's not my headset that's keying it. Because I pulled my head away and it doesn't change the volume or anything. That's weird. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Hey, Zoda.
Hey, Zoda. Welcome on in. Looks like he's running just a little bit behind. We'll tag him, see if he's still doing this.
So you know what the bet's for? You know what the bet is?
I've been putting it in my announcements for the first Draugr Fang we create.
It is for the first Draugr Fang we create. Yes, that is correct.
There's a Zodicus.
I have not created one yet, specifically.
Swift and Zoda are very quiet. Okay.
Same.
I'm getting told by chat that you guys are very quiet. Though I don't really expect to hear a whole lot of chattering unless you guys are out to give each other hard times.
What if the commentary booth is better than our builds?
Then do we own Kino and Nori Draugr Fangs? Is that
how this works? No.
Just brought back a long ship full of silver. Oof. If the commentaries booth is better than your guys' build off, then we need to have serious discussion, since the commentaries booth is basically just a house on top of a bridge.
Oh no,
Yes,
I just fell in the water. Don't start. I gotta warm up.
It's not even a house, as it's literally just a bridge with a roof.
Story keeps going. These two titans of Valheim, and I'm like, we build boxes. Don't get your.
You say that. I'm standing in the middle of a box. All right. We are down to the last minute, so if you guys want to take your positions next to your carts. Wrong cart, Zoda.
I was getting dry. I'm still wet.
There's no fireplace around here.
Down.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
There's no fireplace around here. All right. Well, if you two are ready.
Oh, good luck, squirrel. Oh, God.
Chat is ready. And we are going to put 90 minutes on the clock. Can you mark? Get set.
Wait,
go.
Okay, yep.
Woohoo!
Yes. Oh, bother at all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're getting us a couple minutes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. There you go. You got an extra couple minutes. It's not much. You got a couple seconds.
Extra couple seconds, yeah.
There you go. Here we go. And they're off. They're starting building. Zoda's already got a roof structure up and going. He's running around collecting some wood. Now, Zoda looks like he's opted to leave the... Has some music going along now. Zoda's opted to leave his cart on the bridge rather than pulling it up to the build site next to him. So we'll see. It looks like... Yeah, I suspect what he's done is he's built himself a small structure to have a workbench nearby to repair as necessary. Swift Squirrel has also built herself a workbench. But I don't see much of a roof, unless it's just out of my render distance, which is possible, but I doubt it. Nope, she's just put a workbench down, so she's not worried about repairing her stuff just yet. She is ripping up the floors. Look at that. Quick. She's already decided to change out the layouts for her the floors design, which is perfectly fine.
That wasn't allowed.
We look over to Zoda's side. Man is furiously constructing. He is building like a man possessed. Zaya asked, do they have to start from scratch, or do they have materials that they came along with? Mats were provided, Zaya. So they were given 500. In fact, I can get you the list. Hang on 1 second. I have the list here. They were given for this build-off 500 stone, 500 wood, 250 core wood, 50 fine wood, 50 coal, 25 deer hide, 25 leather scraps, 25 wolf hide, 10 bronze nails, 25 raspberries, 25 blueberries, 10 butte berries, 10 blood bags, 10 carrots, 10 dandelions, 10 cloudberries, 50 resin, 10 ancient bark, 2 iron, 2 surtling cores, 500 gold coins, 10 gray dwarf eyes, and 2 queen bees with which to build with today. So using those list of ingredients, they are going to produce for something. So he goes, I don't know that Zoda's gone immediately for stealth. It looks like he's built himself a stair-step platform that leads up into whatever building that he's producing. We will come back to that one in a little bit as we watch Squirrel, who is now relocating all of her devices, which is proved to be interesting. Yes, no, absolutely, Zaya. That's what we're here for. From your commentator's booth, we are just kind of keeping track of what our intrepid, talented, overly talented, aggressively talented builders are currently up to. This is what we call speed building at its finest, and We have two of the biggest titans that I know of on Denmork server right now plowing at it. So we look forward to seeing many more speed titans coming out here for building. Zoda is working industriously away. It does look like he's got more of a base going on. Let's just see what happens over there. We will keep track on the time, and we'll take our first walk around what they got going on here in about 6 minutes. So for now, we're just going to sit up here and just watch from a distance and then give our intrepid builders a little bit of breathing room before we start sniffing around what they're doing. And as they go about this fantastic build, now it looks like Squirrel's opted for an interesting shape down there. She is looking like she's using the stones as a primitive border on the ground. You never know. You never know. We'll have to wait and see. It is important to remember, though, folks, as we're going about this, that you guys in chat get to control the outcome of this particular build-off. We will, after this is done, take a tour of the completed buildings, do a couple interviews with them, and then we will stick a poll up there.
Chat?
We will stick a poll up there that will let you guys vote on it. So we are telling and advising everybody to keep team affiliations out of the decision making. We are looking for what you guys think is the best possible build from what limited ingredients they had and the time limit that they had on the clock. So all's fair in building in wars, and this is exactly what it is. As we turn our attention over to Zoda, who looks like a man possessed. He's running around. It's almost like watching a whole herd of ants. If only it wasn't the fact that you're watching one single individual running like a madman over there.
That's me.
Azai from chat says, Zoda better improve that attitude. The chat needle is already leaning towards the swift one.
Oh, come on.
Zaya's got a couple of crying smiley faces and says, cool. They're excited about this as we dive into this. We are now, we just crossed the 6-minute mark and working on minute number 7 into the build off. And I'm fairly safe to say that Zoda's got a fairly strong foundation going. So we turn our attention over here to Squirrel. It looks like she's building a wall. As she's got
production or
she's going for that privacy curtain, folks. If you've seen it here.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Who knows what we'll find on the other side of that privacy curtain? She may have the build of the century hidden just behind those little rocks.
me peeking through my curtains. All right.
I see a Kino. Hello.
You do see a Kino. Hello, Kino.
Sorry, I'm late. I you know what? I got mugged here, and they took my pants, they took my shirt. It's just such a schlep. But I'm here now. Oh boy, do I apologize for that. I'm ready to go. I see the contestants have started already. Good evening or good morning, good afternoon, Nori. How are you doing today?
I'm doing remarkably fine. You, my dear friend, have arrived in quite the risque fashion statement, I will say.
Wow. I got stood up. These folks, they stopped me at the store, and I was like, whoa, what are you doing? And they're like, they were kind of like pushing me around. They were telling me who to vote for. I mean, one of these two is up to some shady dealings. Let me tell you, there's some shady dealings at foot here. But you know what?
Is there now?
You got my Telegram. That's good. That's good.
We'll let it be. We'll let it go. It's completely fine, and we'll keep an eye on them, Nori. We'll keep an eye on them. But I see they've started building, and it looks fantastic.
Yes. Yes, they have. It looks like at this particular point on team for Swift Squirrel, it looks like she has started to construct a wall. We're not really quite certain what she's going to do behind that wall. She's probably hiding some kind of secret that she doesn't want the other team to know about. But she's definitely put up a strong wall to hide behind.
In the wrong spot. Okay.
Yeah, I left a couple of things. I didn't need to.
Well, let me tell you, one thing I know about walls is that walls prevent things from getting to you. Yep.
Apparently you need them at the grocery store.
And it would have been fantastic. It really would have. It would have kept those thugs away from me, telling me who to vote for. But let me tell you, as an honest, true Northwesterner, I cannot be swayed in any way. I will be completely neutral and balanced this entire time.
That's right. That's right. And so as we turn our attention from the Northwest team side over here to back over here to the Southeast to Zodicus, we can see that he's already built himself up a very strong foundation. He's putting those mad hop skills of his to the test as we see him leaping up from the base floor all the way back up the top. He's kind of sort of built himself into a hole over there, but we'll have to continue to watch his progression very carefully to see exactly how this is going to turn out. You never can tell with what's going on over there. That is definitely not a hole I would want to fall. Yeah, that is a hole.
No, that is the same kind of hole I enjoy crawling into and crying late at night when I wonder about what I'm doing with my life.
Oh,
God, you know.
Am I excited for what's going to happen tonight, folks? This is intense building like I've never seen before.
I'm telling you,
it's some of the best of the server.
The speed at which these guys are laying down their constructions, they're getting everything lined up. You would almost think that they have some sort of plan. Do they have a plan? Do you think they have a plan there, Keno? Does it look like they have any kind of indication as to what it is that they're doing? Or would you go to that extra mile and say they're probably just throwing blocks where they hope they'll stick?
I think, you know what, a plan might be at foot, but I believe I have it on good authority, Nori, that they are plans and they are those without plans. And those with plans build according to the plans, and those without plans just wing it. Much like our sponsor today, Valheim Fried Chicken. If you got some chickens, we have them fried.
There you go. Oh, Ken. Yes, we have sponsors. Absolutely. Totally have sponsors.
Sponsors? This is sponsored?
Yes, this is sponsored.
Wait, no, and you guys are getting paid.
Valheim Fried Chicken. I better be getting paid.
VFC. It's the only place to be. Yeah. I'm telling you.
VFC. Some Valheim Fried Chicken.
I just got kicked.
Wait. Yeah, so did I. Hang on. That's unfortunate.
Pause the timer.
This sounds like intrusion from outside. Somebody is fiddling around with some stuff here.
Yeah, somebody's done something all right. What is going on here?
Well, Nori troubleshoots. Zaya, yes, we knew what materials we were getting. We were the ones who requested the list. So technically we could have planted. Or planned.
Interesting.
But what is planning? What is planning but knowing what you're going to do? Limiting creativity.
All right, so bringing the server back online. I have no idea what happened. It just decided it was going to unload and then crash. But
yep.
Bear with us one moment. It was too quick.
Spot on, Rutherford. One of those ruffians. Yeah, one of the ruffians. Yep. That's why I'm Starkers with only a belt on.
Let's see. And don't worry, I caught time of when the server crashed there, Zoda, so I will reset the timer to that point. I don't know that the server was necessarily hacked to crash. I think it was just crashing.
I think we call for a redo. Start the whole thing over again.
No.
I may have
should be just fine
into my single player world.
It's fine. All right. Oh, you may get a redo anyways.
What?
Oh, did I roll back? Oh, all right.
Yeah, it looked like it rolled you right back to the beginning.
We'll lose
So-
whatever was in our inventories, probably though. Oh, maybe not. Depends on if our characters got re-rolled. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Oh no.
No, this is
Yeah,
fantastic
we'll have
because
to-
a part of my land over there isn't level, so I can't put stone on it, and I didn't bring something to raise it up either.
You can have my hoe, Zoda. I brought one.
How dare you?
How
dare
should
you?
bring a hoe? We're building.
I know. Well,
I haven't used it.
All right.
well, if we started from scratch, I go get a hoe real quick.
Let's do this real quick.
I'll make one out of the
we
workbench.
will
We'll see
Switch
what
back over
happens.
here. That will reset the clock.
Sorry about this.
Nope, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm
They're all
we'll take
gone.
we'll
Wait,
take a
what's
look
all
at
gone?
what's over here.
Did
we lose-
the builds that we did?
Okay. What
Yeah,
about the
the builds are
inventory
reset.
and
The
parts?
Materials
the
are back. Yeah.
yeah, all of the materials are in place. Yeah, everything's as it was, just like as if you never started.
Except that now I have a stash of stuff on me that I will toss in the junk bin.
Yeah, anything you
What
have
about
in
the
your
stuff in
inventory.
the cart? Oh, the cart is still. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the car.
Oh, my
Everything was
goodness.
reset back to what it was. So whatever you had on you at the time of the reset will still be in there. So just
So
throw it
I
in
need
the
to go
cart.
get new food now because I only brought enough food for just the competition, right?
I'm telling you, those
Smart.
ruffians jumped in here. They
Shadiness. Shadiness.
Shading. There are all kinds of shadiness. All right.
our contestants had to pay somebody off.
No, it's okay. We're gonna.
I'm happy to
yeah,
split
we're
it
gonna
with you if you
we'll
need
restart.
soda, and you're welcome to a hoe if you want.
Oh, I got a hoe now. I got a hoe
Okay.
out of the materials in my inventory.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right. So you guys ready? We'll kick this back off again.
Man,
if you need
no.
more,
Now I need to change my design.
Actually, could we have 15 seconds?
you can have 15 seconds.
I'm gonna take some wood out of this and throw a fire down right out here next to the thing because we
Wait,
lost
wait,
our
wait, wait.
rested. Want to come get arrested?
Well, that was interesting.
Sneaky squirrel.
Somebody's up to no good. See, Kino, that shadiness has run deep. Not only did you get mugged on your way here, but somebody has gone through to mug the server.
My theory, Nori, is that there is shenanigans at foot. One of these two contestants have hired those ruffians.
Are we
and,
sure it's one of
they
these two
took my
contestants?
clothes.
It
I
could
think
be
there's a-
somebody from one of the other non-representative teams that are here that may have placed extreme wagers on this, because I heard there was a bit of a betting pool going on. So it could be
Yes,
some
yes.
Can't
roughnecks.
prove anything.
See, it all just sounds shady to me. It all just sounds shady. That's what I say. But to remind
Ken.
everybody, we are sponsored tonight by VFC, Valheim Fried Chicken. If you got a chicken that you want to fry, Valheim does it the best way. All you have to do is come up to the local store, ask them to fry your chicken, and your chicken will be fried.
Yes,
I didn't
and
say
don't
it was-
forget, those amazing 13 herbs and 48 spices go into
Yes.
making it such a perfect chicken that will be succulent and melt in your mouth like butter.
Oh.
You haven't tasted anything better than Valheim fried chicken. Come get it at your local convenience store today.
Crushed dwarf eye. Mmm, tasty. Melted resin dip. Oh, you know I want that.
Exactly.
All right, we're ready for the counter.
All right. So we are going to restart this event. Our contestants are in line. So in 3, 2, 1, go. And they're back
And
off
they're
at
off.
it again. Well, Kino, you get to actually catch it from the beginning this time. We will have to
do.
see about finding
That's
you
what it was.
some.
We reset for you, Kino.
Aw, it's so kind. So are you the ruffian leader, Swifty?
Who, me? Never.
Oh,
Never.
shenanigans, I say. Shenanigans.
I wonder if that was just like a practice round for them. We'll have to wait and see. Once again, you can see that the gentleman from Team Southeast furiously building. The man looks like a one-man army all on his own as he runs around down there collecting ingredients and getting ready to start laying down his first couple of pieces on the ground. We see a bench goes in. Yep, he's got a workbench up. He's got a stone card up, so we know he's going to be working with stone to get started with.
Now, this does come from a quarry that is well known and reputable for its stone. We have spared no expense at the best possible stone at Luke's Stone Yard. Thank you very much, Luke.
Wait a minute. Is this asbestos? This is pure asbestos.
We would prefer not to speak of that. Please just move on.
Yeah.
Your build will be fireproof.
It'll be fine.
I think we figured out who the guilty party is. I do have a bookworm in chat right now going, thank you all for resetting the competition just for him being late. I've got suspicions. So this appears to be a ploy from Team Northeast, actually. As bookworm, we know, is a Northeasterner.
Shady Northeasterners, man. Shady Northeasterners.
Zoda is once again furiously building back with the stone. Look at him using all of that fine wood or fine stone from Luke's Gravel Emporium.
Yep, there we
go. Trust me, if it's a good pebble, it's only come from one place, Luke's Gravel Emporium.
Luke's lucky to really give it to us. That lucky Luke.
As we turn our heads over here to Team Squirrel as she's frantically building over there. We have seen that she has removed the wood floor, has encased it in a wooden outliner there, and she has put her workbench in a decidedly different location than she did the first time around. Mayhaps she learned a few lessons in just that quick. We'll have to wait and see. But she is definitely building with wood. And Kino, if you would, tell us, where does our wood come from today?
Well, I will have you know, we actually had to change wood suppliers because we heard a rumor and we were informed by the local Valheim police that the original lumber that we got was actually infested with termites. Yes, somebody put termites in our wood, so we had to change wood suppliers to Buffy's wood.
I see. So we are getting our hard logs and hard wood from Buffy herself, huh? That is surprising since I was expecting, Tom's tuckered.
No. She hunts vampires at night and she cuts trees during the day.
Yeah, I hear she makes a mighty fine steak.
She does. She really does. She has a little restaurant as well. You can go grab them there. It's delicious.
Oh, I was talking wood.
But, that as well. That as well. It works both ways. But yay, Buffy's lumber yard. Thank you, Buffy. We appreciate you.
Well, there you go. Better than Tom's tuckered and tired timber sales. Moving on to Buffy's Lumberyard for all of our wood chopping needs today. Go see Buffy if you ever need a hard wood.
Anyway, it seems like our Texans are really just building at it. I see the hole that Zoda dug has returned. That hole of happiness. Zoda, loving the hole. Keep going, buddy. You got
there
this.
There you go.
Thank you for the hole.
And
meanwhile,
to our left-hand
Squirrel
side,
is working hard and heavy with all of that precious rock from Luke's quarry.
Loving it. I'm seeing shapes that I haven't seen, Nori, since last time I saw those shapes.
Oh, that's impressive, right? I'm telling you. So I just got this slide across my desk, right? So as I was speaking earlier, Rutherford from Team Southeast has decided he is going to put together a gym for training. With the upcoming Chaos Weekend, is going to come take that painful hit on your skills and whatnot. Rutherford has put together a gym that you can get your get a membership to help fix up those worsening stats after a hard working Chaos Weekend. According to this little note I got, he's going to get it made. It is going to be the Rutherford's Brojo. That's right, Rutherford's Brojo. Go get your. Go get those points back that you lost, and it'll help fix up your mojo. Definitely go check out Brotherford's Brojo.
I will have you know that I was not strong, and I was struggling in a deep hole, just like Rutherford is digging. Not Zoda's digging, and I was in that hole. And then I saw an ad for Rutherford's Brojo, and I went to it, and I paid my subscription. And let me tell you, I came out there slightly better looking than I went in. Which is why you can see my lovely physique right now. See, it's muscular. Well, not really. Never mind. Don't look at me.
There you go. So for all of those hard-working training muscle needs, go see Rutherford's Brojo. Coming soon to a quadrant near you. Back to our build-off at hand. We are now past the 7-minute mark now. And it looks like our contestants have managed to catch back up to where they were. They've done a slightly change of alterations and building styles, but definitely Zoda's already well out there in front, I think. As he's, what was that, 4 stories up in the air now? Moving.
You know what they say about 4 stories, Nori?
Yeah, they're definitely a good read.
4 stories are amazing read. It's a good book.
It is a good book, right?
All right, Rutherford. Thank you for building this far. I'll go and take control. Oh wait, y'all weren't supposed to hear that. I'm sorry. I just heard that across the stream. I'm sorry.
Oh dear. Yeah.
I know nothing.
Looks like there might be some shenanigans going on. We'll have to wait and see. It does
definitely. Something's afoot.
We were talking about it looked like it looks like Zoda was moving over like a man possessed, and may truly be a man possessed. He's been inspired from Brotherford's road building excellence in season 1. Look at how quickly and easily he moves that Luke's quarried stone that we got. I'm starting to think that maybe he is channeling his inner Brotherford. We'll have to keep an eye out on this.
But look at that stone. I like that stone.
He is a master of the hard rock.
Yes. And to the left, looking at Swifty, we're noticing she is raising her walls. Now, is that because it needs walls, or because she is secretly building a trebuchet about to launch something at Zoda? These are the questions
Could we be seeing some anticipated warring between the factions during the build-off? Could she be planning to fling stone across the water?
Or ruffians. Or protect herself from ruffians.
The only comment I would make to that, Kino, is if she is actually building a trebuchet to start lobbing rocks at Zoda on the other side in order to make certain that his build does not stand the test of time, I would draw your attention to the fact that I think we're right in the line of fire.
Right.
That
Retrospect.
is why I'm here.
We should okay, yeah. Brotherford's got his bow. He's going to shoot down the rocks. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's fine.
It'll be fine. Rutherford, I believe in your bow.
X to believe?
X to believe. X to believe. Thank you, Zay. I appreciate the X.
We are seeing she has decided to do a little bit of teardown over there in the wall. She's not happy with the way something's coming in together. I have to keep an eye on that. And we are coming up time to do our very first walk around the build site. Would you care to join me, Kino? Or are you going to sit here and commentate from the upstairs booth?
I will absolutely join you.
Okay, we're going to go and... well, you're not wearing any pants either.
They took my pants.
Oh, that's right.
Get off the phone with my mother and come back to someone not wearing pants. Oh, Kino. Okay.
You could wear pants though.
So we're gonna stay to the outside so as not to interfere with our builder moving about doing their thing. But there's definitely some wall going up here. It does look like a very strong. We see some potentials for a window or maybe some giant arrow holes. I'm not really certain which one. Oops.
Yes.
Let's not pick up the stone as we meander around.
Sorry, I'm just leaving stuff in piles. For ease
No,
of
you're
access.
fine.
It's okay. It's good. It's good advertising for.
It does look like she is going to try. Oh no, those are just loose wood down there. I was going to say, is she trying to build a way to roll this to the other side? That she's laying out some log rollers there. Looks mighty impressive. It looks like a little something's coming together here. We're gonna have to stay tuned to see how far she gets.
Before we dive off to Zoda.
Yep.
Sorry, Nori, you want to go on?
No, go for it.
Before we dive to Zoda, Swifty, I would like to know, what is your inspiration? Where are you drawing this from?
Oh no! Don't ask me. My inspiration is I've lost it. I've lost it. You all get to do several things. I merely I build. The wood and stone is good, and we build. That is it. Thank you.
You know what? I feel like this is that renowned building style of block on block. It's really well known in the very small circles of people that know it. You place a block on another block, and you build something eventually. Swifty, I like it. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
I feel like. I was going to say, I feel this looks almost more like a spaghetti method. It looks like she's just kind of throwing things up against the wall to see exactly what sticks.
Did we?
Zaya 9 says the style's called winging it.
Excellent, Zaya. You have heard of my school of thought.
As I run security for the two commentators, I do think I have figured out what Swift's motivation is for her build here.
Yeah?
What she's trying to say is the wood and the stone just speak to her, and they tell her where to place it.
It's true.
Yes.
Yes. You must listen to the call of the wood and the stone.
Very earthy. Loving it. I appreciate it. I support this. The squirrel is building as a squirrel would build if it built castles and stuff in Valheim.
A little nutty, right?
I expected some sort of wood joke, but no, we went the other way. It's fine. It's fine.
As we venture over here to the southeast side, Builder. Hello.
I'm so glad you're here. Could someone help me lift this stone off the ground? And actually, I'm not even joking. I'm having trouble breaking it. I'm trying to get access to my last material, but I'm thinking I may have been sabotaged.
Dun dun dun.
That's impressive.
Seems like shenanigans are afoot.
I can't pull that out. Hang on. Well, that's all right. We've got some extra stone. I will go get you some extra stone for that.
And I think that's not just a stone there. It's not just stone there.
If it's not just stone, we will.
Zoda, while Nori is getting his stone, do you want to let us know what your inspiration is?
Oh yes.
Here you go.
When I was a young Viking.
Sorry.
I was so inspired by a glowing bow from the distance.
He was inspired by a bow from a distance. I'll shut up.
Yeah, that's like it's not even there.
And I know for a fact Squirrel is going to be the one to give you that bow. I appreciate that, Squirrel. Thank you.
Don't count your Valheim chicken bows before they are strung.
Yeah, it's Rutherford, if you wouldn't mind, run back to the base on top of the platform there. There is boxes filled with coal. If you just bring us back a stack real quick.
Yeah, the commentator platform?
No, southeast.
Oh, yes. I will run back and get some.
Okay. We'll get you your missing coal. I gave you your stone there, Zodica, so you should be back in good state. So we'll keep this stuff up on the up and up. The reset is probably, the crash is probably what's got that all kind of messed up over there. But that's all right. We'll probably do a restart of the server later on, and those may just pop on their own at that point. So, Zoda draws inspiration from the light of a Draugr fang seen from a distance. Interesting.
It's very inspiring, isn't it, Zoda?
You 90s pop
super.
tune.
90s pop tune.
All right, so let's take a wander around. Let's get some light on the subject. There we go. So everybody can see what's going on here. Look at that. So we definitely have what looks to be a ritual house, an altar of some sorts. I'm stuck against the logs. Some sort of structure to... it looks like it's praising the glories of something. Whatever it is that has inspired Zoda at this point. So, have you been thinking about this for long, Zoda, prior to this build-off? Or is this just something you thought of this morning?
This is something I just thought of just now. Yep.
Just now.
Yeah. Wrap top dad. Yep.
The inspiration fell to you to hit your head, much like the bow's arrows as it hits the enemies.
Yep.
Yes?
Oh, this has been...
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. Well, we're going to return back to the commentators booth, and we'll leave our contestants to continue their rush. We will check back in with them a little bit later, and we'll do a secondary walk around. We do have your extra bit of coal coming to you from Rutherford, so he'll have that to you shortly there.
Now, and I'll be there shortly.
Yeah.
Hear that, squirrel? I was sabotaged.
I hear that. Whoever did this server sabotage did a thorough job of it.
Oh, yes. I am anticipating much shenanigans have been underfoot. But as we continue on, let's go back into some extra commercial breaks.
Commercial break time. Have you been in the ever been in a situation where you're sitting and wondering, oh no, what am I gonna do? I need nuts and bolts. Well, let me tell you, at Swifty's Nuts and Screws, you can get all the nuts and bolts that you need. We have a 30% off right now because Swifty has sponsored her own team build. So just 1-800 Swifty's Nuts and Bolts.
Just be careful she hasn't hidden them for the winter.
Yeah. Yes.
I swear there's an inventory somewhere.
That's her catchphrase, her tagline. That aside, let me tell you about the latest offering from Team Southeast. Have you heard of the Zoda Adventures?
Zoda Adventures? What Zoda Adventures?
Every Zoda adventure is an edge-of-its-seat, gripping bit of entertainment. You can't go wrong if you haven't been on a Zoda adventure. We don't guarantee your safety. We don't even guarantee you'll make it back alive. But that doesn't mean you won't have a good time while you're at it. Come join the next Zoda adventure. You'll see such wonderful sights as the snow-topped peaks prior to being thrown off in it by a golem. You'll be able to travel the marshlands before getting stomped on by an A-bomb. You'll never know exactly what you're going to run into on a Zoda adventure, but you don't want to miss out on the excitement.
And don't
I
forget,
can't wait for my adventure.
There, no hunter.
One-way trip. You're not coming back with anything anyway. No, you know what you're coming back with? On a Zoda adventure, you're coming back with character and experience to never ever do it again.
Correction, Kino. You're coming back with character and loss of experience.
So
Skills.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Boy, this has been an exciting fury of building action already. We are now 69 minutes in. We are at that special number. If you dial right in right now,
in? No.
Nice.
No, 69 minutes left on the clock.
Don't scare us, Nori.
Don't look at my build. I haven't done anything.
I promise I'm on the way with the coal. I keep getting random ruffians come at me.
Oh, bring them my way. Oh, Lord.
Character flaws and weaknesses. Hooray! As we continue to watch the flurrying developments of our builders rapidly trying to get something together going on here, Swifty's definitely got a good solid wall going on here, but we haven't seen much of a roof. We don't know if she's planning on a roof or is this just going to be an artistic rendition of some kind of specific building. We will have to tune in and continue to watch to see what happens. I'm loving some of the commentary we have coming from chat, and we'll have to read some of these out for you guys because you're totally missing out on this right now. Zai says, character flaws and weaknesses, hooray! Yes, we're going to see all of that being shown off here in full glory detail as our builders hurry furiously trying to put together something to bring home the gold, or in this case, the Draugr Fang. No, why are glowing?
Why am I
what
glowing?
Is that a Draugr thing?
Oh, I think it's the cold.
It's because I'm hot. I'm releasing all the heat, the built-up excitement from this competition. I just can't wait. just so ready to see who's gonna win. It's the stupid ruffians that took my clothes.
My partner in crime here is a bit overheated by all of the excitement of this continuous build-off that is going on here. Mm-hmm. You can see that because it is a brisk, cold evening here, and he is perspiring like there is no tomorrow. The sweat coming off in this guy, you could paddle home in it in a bucket.
It's true. It's absolutely true. That actually comes to our next sponsor, Don's deodorant. If you got a stench, he's got the help for you. Thank you, Don.
This just in from our this just in from our friendly chat. Actual customer experience written by Cotton Fire. I went on an adventure of a lifetime. Beautiful scenery, great food, meadows, farming was a bit of a challenge. Zoda seemed to run away when the trolls came to say hello, but his assistant, Brotherford, after training at his new gym, came to our rescue. Go for the adventure, experience new death, but don't trust the Zoda. Interesting. Actual customer experience. Fantastic.
Wow. I wonder how many stars they give him.
Can confirm that the 50 stone and 50 coal piles that were here did break. I've collected and I'm removing from the area so they do not get used illegally.
Nice. How did you get them to break?
Thanks.
I pounded on them.
Thank you for grabbing that over there. Appreciate that.
I don't know. I walked over there and they were just broken.
Oh. Nice. I probably just realized that they needed a break by now. Okay. A little technical difficulties here on Denmork. It's just a way of life. Cottonfire says only 1 star. Ooh.
1 star?
I am
No.
1 star would still recommend.
1 star. You know what? That's more than no stars.
Oh, it was 1 star for the food. Apparently, Zoda needs to work on improving the food delivery in his Zoda adventures.
You should consider talking to Buffy. I'm told she makes a great steak.
Azai is perfectly fine if you want to come over here and attack any inbound graylings, door dashers, as we like to call them. We like to make certain that our contestants are able to stay focused on exactly what they're trying to do here. They have only 64 minutes left on the clock to get it accomplished. So if you are feeling froggy enough and want to chase off some of the potential distractions, feel free to do so.
He has already aided me in that particular instance.
Zaza, if you
Much
want to cover
appreciated.
Squirrel, I will cover Zoda.
See, here at the build-off competition, we employ only the greatest in the land of personal body defense. We have a Brotherford from Brotherford's Brojo here to show off the talents and skills that you can get while working at his gym, standing here. And we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Azizai Mork, showing off that not only is his skills for building walls indefensible, so is his ability to aid in the defense of the indefensible. As we turn our attention back over, it does look like we are seeing some wood and stone being married in over there at Swift Squirrel's build. She's got something of, it looks like a tower going up. Care to comment on that one, Kino? You seem to be...
This is a fantastic looking build so far. Luke stone is coming in handy. It's some of the strongest stone I've seen. And we have Buffy's wood. As I see that Swifty's building a circle in Valheim. Now, circles are difficult because they're not squares. And for anybody that's played with a square before, you can't make a square into a circle. No matter how much you try, it'll always be pointy. And that's a pickle. That is definitely a pickle. Because I know about square circles.
I thought it was hip to be square, but it definitely does look like Squirrel does know how to handle her wood. As we change directions.
Pardon me. Please go ahead with your commentary.
We turn our head over to Zodicus over here. It looks like he's doing a bit of a teardown. Not quite happy with the way things are turning out over there, but he is definitely having a good time making use of that Buffy's wood over there. The steak is just right, and so is tonight.
Steak. I had a steak from Buffy once. I got a splinter in my tongue.
Good steak.
It was a good steak. It was a decent steak.
We are seeing a lot more wood going into the Zoda's build over there. It's interesting to see what is going on, though. I do see some shapes and forms that are starting to come into being over there. He's still working like a man on a mission. A flurry of hammer strokes and footfalls as he dances around eloquently over there at his base. We have no idea what he's going on, but it does look like he's got quite the dance floor going on. So if you're looking for a dancing partner, I would definitely look into checking out with Zoda. He may yet just be trying out for Dancing with the Stars, Valheim style. Cat. You know, anything you would like to point out about the build so far that you're seeing over here on Team Southeast?
Who's Southeast?
Zoda.
Oh, right. Yeah. What? You know what Zoda's build reminds me of, Nori? It reminds me of VFC, the Valheim fried chicken restaurant that I was in earlier. And it's got that cathedral-looking look to it. It feels like it's been there for a while, and that the cook hasn't cleaned the grill in about 4 months. I'm excited to see what's going to come out of this. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Meanwhile, we're going to turn to our chat commentary right now, because there is a line here from the Azizai offers a confused golf clap. They are really getting their money's worth for the commentary. I have you know that the commentary is unfortunately not getting paid anything for this. So no hands has been changing. We spoke about this. Get back over here. You signed the paper already.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, fine. I'm here.
It was voluntary service. You knew that. I pointed it out.
Yeah,
you signed the paperwork.
Yeah. I did. It's freaking contracts, you know. Honestly. Just get roped in. You scribble a piece of paper down. To the left-hand side, looking at Swifty, she's just looking absolutely great. It's like a small lighthouse. If there was a ship here that came in and there was a light inside, I could see a lighthouse.
A lighthouse.
Wait, what are you building over there, Squirrel?
not a lighthouse, but apparently it's similar enough.
It looks like a lighthouse, a very, very tiny lighthouse. If you came in on a raft and there was a light inside, I could see that as a lighthouse. It looks fantastic.
Yes.
And then on Zoda's side,
guiding
we
star.
have a cathedral kind of a thing going on.
Rutherford writes in chat, to quote Mr. Popo, all these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. Fantastic interaction with our chat today.
Absolutely. It brings joy to my cold heart. Because I got my clothes stolen by some shady person.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. We'll have to send out Denmork City cops to find out.
Yeah, probably. It's fine. It'll be fine.
I would say we could take it up with the Denmork City Council, but it appears that they got ran out of town in season 1.
Please, let's just leave them alone. We don't. They can just stay where they are. I don't think anybody needs to be seeing that. It's just fine. Their fee was so terrible. They almost had to be used as bait for sea serpents. Let's just not go down that path again. It'll be fine. Indeed, it'll be fine. Absolutely.
It does appear, though, that the Squirrels build has got some kind of animal magnetism, as we are starting to see seagulls come and look at for potential nesting spots in her rooftop areas and around the ground. So there may be something to the squirrel building. Or maybe she's just hiding some more nuts in there and we just don't know about it.
Hey, Swifty's Nuts and Bolts. If you need some nuts and bolts, get a hold of Swifty. She's got a great store that she hasn't built yet. Swifty, you need to build a store for nuts and bolts. Otherwise, I'm a liar.
Got it, Kino, right after this.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Over on
Zoda's side.
on the Zoda's side, yes. We're gonna have to change that up. We can't go by team this or team that on the sides. We're on Swift Squirrel side and Zoda side. I think it's going to be the way to do that. On Zoda's side, the cathedral looks like it's coming up, though it stopped looking much like a cathedral now. I'm not really quite certain what we got here. Maybe a giant bowl. Maybe he's decided to change up and he's going to make a big bowl of ice cream. That would be fantastic.
Oh yeah, I was trying to influence the whole the Valheim FC thing because I was thinking I could really do with some fried chicken because I got fried chicken in the brain now. So
there you go.
Zoda, is it a fried chicken building?
I was thinking ice cream because we do have the Morning Darkness is lovely ice cream here. It comes in all kinds of random flavors. She is setting up her very own MDD. That is Morning Darkness Dairy Queen. So, if you're looking for that frozen treat that's just hard to beat, that extra bit of goes down so well, go check out a Morning Darkness Dairy Queen near you.
Do you know? No, never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, do they know if they have Limburger flavored ice cream?
We would have to take that up. It might be a
treat that smells like feet.
What?
I'll have you know. that we can get it. We can get it homemade as well. Homemade Limburger, man. That's where it's at.
I hear if you enjoy licking cold toes, Limburger flavored ice cream is the way to go.
That's a treat that's hard to beat and it's tough to catch even on your feet.
I'm not for sure if I really want this Draugr Fang anymore, guys.
Too late, Zoda.
We have 55 minutes left on the clock, and these builds are coming along looking fantastic. They are working hard and fast and furious. As you look back and forth between the two builders, you can just see glimpses of them as they run around. Obviously, they've been taking some kind of methamphetamines or speed in order to move like that. Though in the case of the squirrel, it's just natural animal instincts, as she runs, hops, and leaps everywhere anyways.
And in case anybody is wondering, we have done tests. Everything they are using is legal within the Valheim Drug Commission. And there's no cheating. No cheating, as far as we can tell, or our tests can tell. Everybody's clean. So fret not.
The BDC.
These are top quality athletes of the highest order.
Until they fall down off their buildings and die, and then they're the top quality athletes of the lowest order. But
yeah.
As we watch the squirrel just kind of leap and magically fall back onto the building, doing something crazy over there, one can only imagine exactly the high-flying antics that she is currently getting up to over there. Did you know that the squirrel in the past days did try out for the Valheim Gymnastics Club? Yes, the Valheim Gymnastics Club. She was going in for gold. She was going to hit for that world record. She was training to be an Olympic athlete. Yes.
Wow. What happened?
I don't know. We'll have to ask her at some time later on. But I do know that there was something about losing everything that she got her hands on, including nuts and or bolts. And so we're still trying to check into that.
Okay. Well, that's a story I'm interested in hearing about.
It's just squirrel prejudice, friends. Nothing more or less.
Squirrel prejudice.
Some would say animal cruelty.
Now, Zoda, I heard that you've opened your own school of magic, much like Hogwarts.
Yeah, we don't have the insurance at this time, so it's not official.
Okay. So early days and all that.
Look, if you're interested, just send me a letter, okay? You don't have everything on contracts and all that stuff. We could call.
Yeah.
There.
I
want to know squirrel knowing all that stuff. It's just probably stuff like that. So.
Yeah. All right. So I heard it wasn't Hogwarts, but like a bit below that school. But that's fine. Yeah. No, we'll. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up.
Do you see what looks like the start of a chimney over there? So we do know that there is some kind of fire edifice that is going in place over there. This is the first bit of active decoration that we have seen so far, other than just shapes and buildings at this point. So definitely there's Zoda's side. If you look, there's a chimney. Right, there's smoke coming up at the top.
So. I like that chimney. That's a fancy chimney.
That is a 3-core wood log chimney. You can tell you can count how many logs it goes up, right? That's a triple stacker. Those are made for their efficient usage of keeping clean, keeping the soot from sticking, and moving the smoke gently out of your house. If you're looking for any better sort of chimney, go ahead.
3-stack. No, I was gonna say I heard that 3 stacks are definitely the way to go. The last person that did a 2-stack, it just didn't work out for them. They felt embarrassed by all the ones that had 3 stacks, and they realized their mistake and changed their entire life because of it. 3-stack is the way to go.
Exactly. We'll have to keep an eye on it as he's doing some gripping, brand new building practices that we're seeing here. Hopefully it doesn't fall down on top of his head before it's all said and done with. We'll have to keep a close eye on him and watch what happens. Over here on the squirrel side.
Excited.
You're excited? I'm excited. We have about 5 minutes and then we're going to get up and we're going to take another walk around and see how things are progressing. Because we will have hit the halfway point in about 5 minutes. So this is going to prove to be interesting. We don't see the squirrel anymore. Mayhaps she is taken to nesting on the interior. We'll have to see if she's gotten cozy inside the walls of that stone and wood. You can definitely tell she has been putting Luke's hard rocks to work, and Buffy's hard wood is helping to hold it all together.
Buffy. Yep, and it is looking fantastic. See, you know what it seems like? It seems like a chateau.
Chateau, huh?
A chateau. I'm feeling chateau-y vibes. Yeah. Like, something along the river. Well, there's a river. Less of a lighthouse, more of a chateau. I'm interested to see where she's drawing inspiration from once we interview her after the competition.
Yeah, well, we can go and interview her a little bit more here in just a few moments as we go down and check out what is going on in the builds. But you notice that she has restricted herself. She hasn't really used a whole lot of her build area. There is still a ton of open space down there with which she can make use of. Hey, Antec, welcome. As we continue to watch this Fast and Furious build-off, yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what she's going to do with the rest of the area. She's only used just that small little corner over there. I'm wondering if that's going to be enough to give her the win, or if she's going for simple and delicate, or is she planning something top secret that's hidden behind those walls that we just can't see?
I've noticed the roofing she's used is similar to the roofing previously used in a different competition, the one from 1998, where I watched it on the television set when I was aspiring to be a co-host commentator, and I was watching the individual move roofing around very much like Swifty has now. So I do wonder if that is not what she was watching to take inspiration from it in the past time, when she was watching stuff. Words.
Right. I remembered that particular competition. I hope she'd learned her lesson as compared to the original guy, because the original manufacturer of this particular roof design left a fatal flaw in that, and during judging, the whole thing fell down on top of their head. It was a horrible accident. It went down in build-off history. It was just terrible. It was so terrible. All those splinters in the hands and everything. Oh, they couldn't walk for weeks. It was terrible. And forget about trying to walk around in sandals. Oh, it was just, your toes were horrendously scarred from all of that. So we hope that she's learned lessons from that. Maybe she's made improvements on that original design. Exactly. That would have been terrible.
That was bad Limburger.
I lost my father in that incident.
In the Limburger one?
Yeah.
Man, that's I'm sorry to hear that.
Bad for business, as they were. Exactly.
Absolutely.
We turn our head over.
Just terrible.
To the Zota side of the island, we can see that there's not really much of a roof line going up just yet, but maybe that's intentional, as he's not quite gotten done with where he's at. It's interesting to see that does seem to be going for a much wider and bigger build as opposed to what we've seen over at Squirrel. Squirrel's been nice and tidy and tight, while Zota himself has managed to spread out and use up as much of the space as possible. He's going for that really grandeur building, as we saw in the build-off of the early 2000s. If you remember in those cases, though, that he did manage to bring home the gold with that epic construction of the Citadel.
Frosted tips and baggy jeans. I remember it well.
Right. Yes. But the only reason why he won that one, if I recall correctly, was because of the disqualification on the other team. They had incorrectly built over the line and had built too big compared to the people that he was going against. So we'll have to see what happens here. Keep a very close eye on this.
The thing about roofs as well, I've noticed, Nori, is that you can't see the stars if there's a roof on your building. I think Zota is looking toward the future. He's looking up, and you can't see the stars if there's a roof in the way. So this might be a decision on his part.
This is very true, but I mean, if you line your ceilings with mirrors, then you can see the stars all day long. As you know, Zota is the king of the Zota Adventures.
Wait, if you line the ceiling with mirrors, wouldn't you be looking back at yourself?
I think that's the point.
Oh, right.
I use the stick-up stars that light in the dark.
So does a star. Oh my. I'm gonna go lie down. Give me a second.
Oh, you know.
Speaking of Zota Adventures, I am a little worried about protecting Zota over here, because does this count as a Zota adventure, me being his guardian?
Oh yeah, this has been a good point. You should definitely head off a little bit. You know. Yeah.
No. Zoda adventures usually require Zoda leading you out into a crazed, not really a crazed, but out into the world to go discover and or collect and or find something brand new that's never been before seen. Since you are not doing that and he is simply just building out a build off, I think you're perfectly safe. On top of that, you are not employed by the Zoda. You were employed by this build off commission here to keep the Zoda safe as an entirely different animal altogether. I think you're perfectly safe.
Tomato.
Yeah, where were you when I got hijacked? Because the commission clearly only cares about when you're here. But on my way here, my clothes got stolen. Very upset with that. Very upset with that.
I was assigned to guard Zoda, not Kino. I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's you know what? No, it's all right. I'll just quietly cry in the corner. Go back in my hole.
Okay, well, we are just past the halfway point with 43 minutes left on the clock. Let's go do another walk around and have a look, see what's going on, shall we?
We're part of the Denmork Entertainment Defense Union. Unit 22. We're protected. Nice.
Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to stretch, squirrel.
Danke. Will do.
All right. We're going to put on our headlight here to see if we can get a better idea. So we definitely have a shape coming on here. It does look to be like a 2-story building of some sorts. She has built in a slight round. We have some windows. There is some stairways going on here. We are going to take a quick peek. She has a flooring in there. Ooh, look at that. Now she has decided to go with the cross hatching on the back. I have seen this particular style and pattern done before. It has been used by a number of individuals for much success. We'll have to wait to see what the crowd thinks of the cross hatching back here. Is it too much? Is it too little?
That's fancy. I'm taking tips for my builds.
Wait, seriously? Is it good? Is it good, guys?
I literally build like a mud hut, like Minecraft. This is pretty good.
As we continue to circle around the building, though, it does look like she has definitely not opted to use all of the space provided. There is definitely some room for extra size. Maybe that's part of the grand design, and we're going to see a little later on as we get round down towards the end some external courtyard decorations as what. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
More space is just less space, but more.
But from the outside, it does look like quite the interesting house that she has got going on up here. One happens to wonder if maybe she's planning on moving into it after the competition. Be like, look, my new home.
Oh, that's smart. Nori, what's happening to these houses, these constructions after we are done?
So after we're done, so the constructions will sit here and be a part of Denmork life for the remaining future.
I see.
Not really going anywhere. They're a permanent structure here on the server. We will erect signs and describe the events and everything that has happened, and then put a scoreboard up here to let everybody know which way the votes went and everything else. And so this will just be a permanent part. Now, this is rather an interesting build. I see some very, very classic lines, very, very circular, very drawing lines, not really circular lines, but drawing lines as they go around. So he's done some really interesting bits with the wood here that you don't normally see on most builds. And I like the use of the line side. So typically what you see is these on like the wall here pieces, people turn those inside. So you have a smooth outside wall. This time he's actually chosen to put it there, and it looks like we almost have a letter coming out of that pattern. If you look up there, it looks like the letter S. Mayhaps he is putting a secret message in his build. We'll have to wait and see. Super. This would not be the first time that we've seen people hide messages in their build.
No. I remember somebody once put a message in the building, and it said hello.
Yes. Well, we do have some very stark lines, some very dramatic lines he's done with the wood as we watch him fly around here. We have some stone buttress with wood. It looks pretty fancy. This looks like quite the little house that's going on here, or I don't know. Would you call this a house? Are we going to call this a house? What are we going to call this?
This is like a little keep.
It really is. It looks like a very small keep.
Little fort.
Yep, I would go with that. That sounds like a good name for this. It is very impressive. He's gone for size over, and he's using a good majority of the build space that he has to operate on.
There's no favoritism, though, is there?
No, there's no real favoritism. It's just a difference in build styles. Is rather interesting. Over on Squirrel's side, she is using a very small piece of it. On Zoda's side here, he is using as much as he possibly can. It's two entirely different build styles. This will become tough to judge, I think, when we get down to the actual tour and judging portions of this little event here later on, because these are really two drastically different build styles.
Well, I'm excited to see what comes of this.
I think the devil's going to come down to the details, and we'll just have to wait to see what kind of details they put into this.
Wait, details? There's supposed to be details?
It's yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, the details are up to you. What do you determine to be details?
Squirrel, help. I don't think that's quite how this works, Soda.
He does have, if you notice, he does have a couple of beehives already. That's one thing I was curious as to what they were going to do with the queen bees that they requested for this particular build, and it does look like that Soda has incorporated them into his build. It looks like they would be a little difficult to harvest from up there, but I suppose if he leaves the backside of them open like he's got, it may not be so bad. We'll have to wait and see what this looks like when it gets closer to done.
How much time do we have left?
Raining honey.
There is 37 and a half minutes left on the clock. We are getting down towards, we are almost in the bottom third of the build-off. In about 7 minutes, we will have 30 minutes left on the clock. We are coming into the home stretch. Our builders are really frantically running around, it looks like. You can see them hurriedly up. They really haven't stopped to banter too much with the commentators, because they are really just dialing in that focus and trying to drive home their builds to completion. Interesting to see how this goes. We're going to return back to the commentaries booth, because we have a few more commercial breaks up next.
Nori, we have no more sponsors.
Well, we'll have to make them up. Shh, don't tell people that.
Okay.
Think of something quick.
Sponsor for this segment is Kino's Cheese, your freshly homemade Limburger.
No, not the Limburger, please.
Anything but that.
You want some cheese? Do you want to feel fancy-like and you want to be all artisanal? With Kino's homemade Limburger cheese. Just give me a shout, and I'll send some your way.
Just give him a shout. He'll run it right to your doorstep. Fresh delivery.
I'll run it right to your doorstep. So fresh, you'll smell me coming in.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so we've sponsored, Kino's Cheese has sponsored this segment. If that tickles your fancy, just give me a shout. 123 cheese is the number, or our local cheese shop, which will be opening in the nearest trade center shortly.
You heard it here, folks. Limburger cheese, fresh delivery, guaranteed by Kino's Cheese.
You'll know I'm coming. You'll smell it.
Squelch, squelch, squelch.
Squelch, squelch, no.
The key to adequate cheese delivery is making sure that you deliver downwind, so they know you're on your way.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It also comes with it also comes with little thingies you can hang around, air fresheners. Yeah.
I remember my first order of Kino's cheese.
Yeah? You want to tell us about it?
It was so pungent.
In the best way possible, right?
Yeah.
Great. That's Kino's cheese. All cheesy.
The only thing stronger than Kino's cheese is Kino himself.
That's true. Only because I was working out at Rutherford's Brojo.
Oh.
Yes, this line just in from Zai from our chat. It's hard to believe that Kino had time to master cheese, what with being stuck in holes and working out at the Brojo. True. Yes, it's really impressive exactly what you can get done when you put your mind to it. And that just goes to show you how effective and easy it is to bulk up at Rutherford's Brojo. Don't forget, if you need that extra skill hit, that extra boost in your mojo, go down to Rutherford's Brojo.
You'd be
I actually think I'm going to.
Sorry. Yeah, go on.
I don't have to keep that line. That's actually a pretty good line.
that is really good. That is, yeah.
Brojo approved.
Brojo approved. But I do find myself in a lot of dark holes very often. That is, I do find myself falling into holes, both in Minecraft and in Valheim. It's a thing. I'm like a hole magnet.
That's okay. If you find yourself looking for a hole and you need a way to escape that hole, look no further than Wars HQ's excavation service. Guaranteed to dig you that perfect round hole or build you that perfect round building. Every time, call anytime, day or night. She doesn't care. Even if you are having a bit of a fright, remember, if you need a hole, then you look no further or dig no deeper than Wars HQ.
It's true. It's true. Yep, definitely worth Wars HQ. That's where you want to get. That's why. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kino, as an active user of Wars HQ's excavation service, why don't you give us some customer service stories of your experiences?
Well, let me tell you, Nori. Last time I was stuck in a hole, Wars ran up to me, looked at me in the hole, pointed at me, laughed, and ran away. I got myself out the hole.
Fabulous. That sounds exactly like the service that we've come to expect from Wars' excavation service.
I just think that was a very much a me thing. I think normally she does actually help people, but yeah, from this particular situation, it was a case of like, haha, Kina's in a hole, and then left.
I see. You were in a Kino hole and not a Wars approved excavation hole?
Exactly. I was on a Kino hole.
I see.
What was happening is I was working in a new set of Limburger cheese, running around in circles, and I sort of just ran myself down to the bedrock. Or just the floor, and I just couldn't get out anymore. The cheese was good, though. It was very good. Yeah, no.
As we returned back to the action at hand, if we look over here at Zoda's side, we do see a bit of our roof going up. So we definitely have what looks to be a keep.
Oh.
Martin Art is like, really? I think my new service is going to be ice cream now. Yes. Don't forget, get yourself a good helping scoop of that morning darkness ice cream. You can't go wrong. It's always good time for ice cream.
Always. It's tasty. Grayling ice cream. Right? Is it Grayling ice cream?
It is Grayling ice cream and a Drake frost cream. It's good stuff.
Tasty. I know when I have run very far making some Limburger, that's what I feel like. Some ice cream.
Exactly. It's good enough to cool you down and get you out of that funk.
Or you just carry the funk with you because you're carrying Limburger.
But we definitely do have a bit of a ceiling going up over here on the Soda side of the island. We have a Rutherford out down there dancing away, so we know that the dancing portion of this event has definitely been well taken care of by Zoda. He's obviously been teaching Dancing with the Star techniques to Brotherfords. Maybe this is a new way of advertising for Brotherford's Brojo. Come check out his fancy mojo.
I actually initially thought that it was just Zoda. I was like, why Zoda dancing? You should be building. And then I clicked, it was Brotherford. Oh, Nori, to the left-hand side, Swifty is using more of her space. So the space which was less, which is more, is actually becoming less now because she's sticking a building there. Is that a terrace?
We are getting some extra building coming along, though it looks like she's having a...
Against the rules.
I forbidden it.
So it looks like Squirrel has gone in for a second smaller building attachment to her primary building. We don't know what exactly she's building in here. Maybe a gathering place for outside entertainment? We shall see. But she is definitely putting Buffy's wood to rock solid work as she's hammering it in, driving each point in. Rutherford says a headbang is part of the strength building that you will be taught at the Brojo by one of Rutherford's expert personal bros.
I know when I go, the headbanging is the first thing I want to learn. It encouraged me. That's why I have super strong neck muscles. Because of the headbanging. Thank you, Rutherford. Thank you, personal brojos.
Let me tell you what, Kino, before I got my very own personal bro from Brotherford's Brojo, I did not have much in the way of mojo, so women wouldn't look at me. I had such a hard time getting a wife, let me tell you what. But thanks to Brotherford's Brojo, it saved my life, and all that extra mojo is now just putting it out there. I am a happy married man at this point, and look at all the goods that have come from a little trip to Brotherford's Brojo. You just got to know how to work that mojo.
The mojo is not to be confused with the Limburger.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Rutherford's Bros help you increase your Limburger production at your cheese shop?
Absolutely. I actually gave them, when they were running around in the gym working out, I actually gave them some of my Limburger cheese to help pungenate it.
Nice.
Some of our best cheese.
Oh. Don't look now, but I see a sad squirrel walking around. There may be something is taking a turn for the worse as they are struggling over there.
Oh dear. Nope, she just disappeared through the floor. Was that hacks? Oh, she's back up again. Never mind.
We continue to watch. We are now past the 30-minute mark with 26 minutes left on the clock in this epic of build-offs. We are in the final thirds, and we will remind our builders that when the clock strikes zeros, hammers are need to go down, and what you've got is what you've got, and we're going to have to see it in its glory. And this message from chat: one trip and you will learn how to crack that whip. The shield maidens will line up at the longhouse in hopes of turning into a longhorn. Well, I have already signed up. Oh, long home. Oh, yes, I didn't read that correctly. Long home.
A long what?
Very.
I'm too young for this.
I do see, it looks like there may be potentially some smoke coming from inside of Swift Squirrel's abode there. So it does look like some interior decorating has been going on over there. So we'll be interested to see what that appears to look like when we get inside of there. As I says, we just lost a sponsor. Thanks, that Brotherford. Bookworm says, I am the Longhorn. Go University of Texas. Alrighty then.
Book 'em horns.
really can't see too much of what's going on over there on the Swift Squirrel side. It does look like we do have a bit of the external building done. Swift Squirrel has also decided to use the same strategy that Soda has, which is leaving the cart at the foot of the bridge instead of pulling it up into the build area. I imagine that's faster, I guess. I don't know. We shall see. It's probably easier not to have it in the build area as you're running around in such rapid, frantic paces. We turn our attention back over to Zoda, and wow, we have some definite signs of improvement going on over here at the Zoda side. As he has moved up, we have you can see we have the same triple core wood log chimney, the pride and joy of chimney services, as well as there are some external decorations going. We do see some banners up and running now, as well as the beehives on the outside. One has to think that there has definitely been some sort of... he's already started his decorationing, so it'll be interesting to see what it looks like on the inside. I can tell you, it does look like he has managed to block off the chimney and then unblocks the chimney on a regular basis, because we see the smoke comes out and then stops and then starts and stops again. So it'd be interesting to see if he manages to keep the flue cleared when he gets done. Oh, and we turn back over here to Swift Squirrel. We do see some external decorations going up now. I'm telling you what, this has been a real tight head-to-head race at this point. Each builder bringing forth their most excellent of build styles and techniques. They are doing their absolute level best to try and bring home that Draugr fame this evening. Been a fantastic competition so far. It's been really neck and neck. I don't see too much of either builder struggling too much. They seem to have a fairly good idea as to what it is that they're doing as they rush around. And you can tell this because it looks like there is still some leftover ingredients floating out there. So Squirrel did not use quite all of the stone and or wood so far, which lends the question as to whether or not they still have plans to use it all, or if there's just going to be some leftover at the end. We're going to have to wait and see. Take you back over here to the Soda side, and I can tell you I don't see anything with regards... Well, there's a little bit of wood left over there, so it looks like Soda has managed to use almost every last bit of ingredients that he has been provided with. This is a man who's not going to spare anything. He is going to use it all, and we only have high hopes as to something that's going to look fantastic when we get in there. We'll have to wait and see.
How high
what
are
do you
those
think,
hopes,
Kino?
Rory?
About as high as Bro Joe's first day of training jumps.
Oh, that's some serious height there. I'm motivated and excited.
Oh yes, thoroughly excited. This has been a rather interesting thing to watch them run around and build frantically for 90 minutes. We all have had time to build on Valheim. We've all built before in Valheim, but there's something definitely a little different when you're trying to power through a big build versus one that you've got time to just meander and think about it and look at.
You know what I haven't seen a lot of in this build session, Nori?
What's that?
Death. There's been far too many deaths. I'm not seeing anybody falling off any roofs. I was expecting at least 1 or 2 deaths, some action. But clearly these are professional builders, and that does not happen here, which I'm both impressed with and disappointed.
Rutherford is giving us a material check. Zoda has 1 stack of wood and 1 stack of core wood still remaining on the ground. So there is still some resources left over there on the Rutherford side. Now, maybe that's because he's planning on using them in other places and just hasn't collected them yet. We don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. But has definitely been using quite an awful lot. Cotton Xfire asks if there are any commercials for bridge builders. She would like some bridge building and don't know who to call. Well, unfortunately, today's build-off does not have any bridge builder sponsors, but we can recommend a Morning Darkness, as they appear to have taken up a call to a challenge for a bridge build-off, a gap-off, if you would, between Nori and myself in Morning Darkness. In the upcoming days, we will have a gap-off. When that's going to occur, I don't know. Yes, a gap-off.
Boy, every time I need to gap off, I always call Nori.
Oh, look, there's the whole master now.
Yes. We have with us, joining us in chat, is the one and only Wars HQ from Wars Excavation Service. If you need a hole dug or a round room built, then look no further than Wars Excavation Service.
And if she likes you, she'll free you from the hole. We'll just not point at you and laugh. Captain Gap Build-Off Extravaganza. I like that.
Of course, just a little confused coming into this is that no context for any of what we've been talking about. That's okay. We will have to explain to her later. Context? That is what you do when you're trying to get some text out of somebody. You just kind of con it out of them.
I see. Much like the movie Con Air, when they were trying to con people out of the oxygen.
That's right. No, they wouldn't conning them out of oxygen. They were conning them out of air. So there's a little bit of difference. There's a little bit more in air than just oxygen.
That's one of Nicolas Cage's best movies.
Exactly. It's just like a conduit. You know, you have to do it, and then you con somebody out of it. Hello.
Spill the beans. I don't have any beans. I had some Limburger, but I got no beans. I'm bean free. I actually don't like beans very much. I'm not a fan of beans.
Unfortunately, Kino has no beans to spill, as he's got no pockets left. On his way here to join us for his commentary job today, he was mugged by some ruffians and lost all of his clothes.
True. Look. I'm stalkers. All clothes are gone. All the clothes are gone. It's very sad. Very, very, very sad.
He's been frosting his knickers out here. Let me tell you what.
I can't. Walls have stolen. I think beans is one of the only
frosting his knickers.
I like it. My knickers were frosted. If you look at night, especially, I actually have a glow to me. These taste buds were ruined by the cheese. No, they were improved by the cheese. Beans are bad. Okay, you know what? We're going to go on a bean rant quickly. You know why I don't like beans? Because beans explode in your mouth. That's my issue with beans, okay? It's like you're all fine. You're eating your meal. You know, you're going at it. And then you encounter a bean. And what do? You bite the bean. And then the bean explodes in your mouth. And it unleashes things in there that you weren't planning for. And it throws off everything. It's more of a distraction than anything else. I don't like beans. Kino, rant later. Sorry.
Kino? I want to apologize. I do like all things magical, and beans are magical. So I am a fan of beans.
No, that's fine. I'm okay with other people eating beans. I got no problem with that. Just don't make me eat beans. Beans, peas, things that explode in my mouth. I don't like that.
No beans were harmed in this build-off contest.
No, because I didn't eat beans, because beans are terrible.
Okay, back to the build-off at hand. Now that you've dug us into a hole yet again, Kino, we're going to have to call in Wars' Excavation Service to get us out of this one.
Last time I called, she just stood there staring at me and laughed.
So, any last final commentaries that you would like to make with regards to Swift Squirrel's build? As we've got 15 minutes, we just crossed the 15-minute line.
Well, so I can tell you this much. Sorry, Nori.
I was going to say we're going to stop. We're going to turn from this, and we're going to go back to not watching what they're doing, so that we can surprise everybody when we do the big reveal at the end here. So this is the last look around. So any final comments on Swift's build?
Well, I know of this for sure. There was no beans used in this building, which already in my book is just like 10 out of 10, or peas for that matter. So I'm very impressed by it. Her build reminds me of a little place in Elwyn Forest, you know, that I'd set up there. There's some place that would camp that would maybe be terrorized by Hogger because of the blue banner outside. So it looks fantastic, and I'm all for blue, the alliance and all that jazz. It's lovely. It's lovely. We do have a spot of rain, I've noticed, which will make the last 15 minutes or so maybe a bit more adventurous for the build. Bring in that atmospheric mistiness, a warm fire, a hearth to warm your heart on this really cold night, unless you're wearing clothes, in which case you'll be fine. But I'm liking it. I'm liking the roof. I'm liking what she's done so far. I'm excited to see the results.
Okay, and then as we spin over here to Zoda's build, we can see he's got some torch lights going on. There's definitely a roof light, some red. So it's kind of interesting that they kind of picked polar opposite colors for their banners, red and blue. The larger sizes looks and feels more like a little fortress or a scout outpost, as opposed to a little house on the...
Yes, no, I notice. It does look like a fort, and it's quite intimidating. It's something that would protect you against all the ruffians that come and put beans in your pockets. I'm very fond of this build as well. I think Zoda did an amazing job. Really excited to see what he's got planned for the final show around thingamabob doohickey. Very exciting. I like how he's placed the torches. The stairs, in particular, are something that stand out for me. I'm very fond of stairs, so 10 out of 10 to him as well. Although I would give him higher marks, but he said he likes beans, and that's forever tarnished our friendship forever now.
That's fair.
Okay. So as we coming into the final stretch here, there is roughly about 12 minutes left on the clock. We're going to remind our contestants about that last 12 minutes. We have the one and only Miss Amakisha come dropping into the chat to say hi and hello and wish our builders much luck in the final outcome of this. We will get a poll up here after we've done the tour of both houses, and we'll see what you guys in chat seem to think about it. But in these last... looks like 11 minutes now there. Kino, if there's any final words that you would like to share with our contestants and or chat at this point in time, that would be the time to do so. We do have a few more sponsors that we do need to get out of the way. So when if you've, but other than that,
Valheim Fried Chicken. We want to thank them very much for the sponsorship. We appreciate your chicken. They are introducing a new dish, which we have the special privilege to announce. Lux Lunchables. They're these lunchy things you eat made out of Lux hair, and it's super tasty. We've tried them, and I'm very excited to dig into those and to get you guys to do it as well. Add in the code Limburger to get a free slab of Limburger on your Lux Lunchable burger doodad thingamabob. It's fantastic, and if you add in the title of Nori, you get a kadunk machine pressing it together, which, I mean, who doesn't want a fantastic kadunk machine? Also, a thank you to Buffy's Wood and... Was it Buffy's Wood? Yeah, Buffy's Wood and Luke's Stone for sponsoring as well. Again, add in the term Limburger and get a slab of Limburger on your wood or your stone. You can never have Limburger on anything. And finally, ban the beans! Thank you, Nori.
Thank you. It looks like just crossed my desk. We may have actually lost Lux Lunchables. They pulled their ad after the Longhorn comment, apparently. Not really quite certain.
Did somebody have a longhorn?
Apparently, if you go to Brojo's, then the Shield Maidens line up and help you with your longhorn.
Why do you have a longhorn? Like
I
to
never
blow
said
it?
that. That was never in the notes I gave you.
Oh,
What's a longhorn? Like a
10
longhorn
minutes?
to blow?
10 minutes left. Oh my goodness.
9 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. 9 minutes and 30 seconds. And someone cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Wait, is like a deer's longhorn that you blow into?
I can tell you what a longhorn is. Okay, what a longhorn is, it's actually what it is.
Can I eat it? I think we lost Rutherford. Yeah, no, someone.
yeah. I think somebody cut his mic. Yeah, I think his mic got cut. We'll have to return back and we'll catch more information on that, and we'll be happy to bring it to you as things progress on. But before we leave out of here, let's not forget our other fancy sponsors that we've had so far tonight. That is the Wars HQ Excavation Service and Round Building Builders. If you need a hole dug or a building put up that's in a circle, go see Wars HQ's Excavation and Round Builders Association. Can't go wrong. You can't go long. Also, on that chopping block of fanciful sponsors for today's events, don't forget the Morning Darkness Ice Cream. That's right, the Morning Darkness's Ice Cream Shop. Go get all of your ice cream needs straight from her. It's in the Bean Bullies.
Bloody beans.
But in our very first ever Denmork Build Off, I think this has been a smashing output from our fellow contestants. We are looking forward to more of these. I do know that up next on the block, next weekend, I think it is supposed to be, we will have Chaos Weekend. But I do know that sometime in the near future, we will have another one of these build-offs where we feature Wars HQ from Wars HQ's Construction and Round Builders Association Service versus a Mr. Waggleton from the Waggleton Construction and House Building Services going at it in a build-off. Apparently, this is going to be a fight for the ages as the two construction companies of the server go head-to-head and then hammer to hammer and see who can deliver something just as equally fantastic in a short period of time.
Nora, do you think we'll see a hole from Wars?
We might just see a hole from Wars. You never know. If it is, I would expect nothing but the very best of holes from the Wars' Excavation and Round Buildings Association Service. And following on that one, there has been talks of a potential gap off. That is a bridge building extravaganza competition between myself and Morning Darkness. We will get you more information as that shakes out, and we will see what happens. But stay tuned as we are crossing into the last. There it is, 6.5 minutes left on the clock. That is 6.5 minutes left on the clock. I hope our builders are working frantically and getting close to being done.
Nori, if you were part of this now, what would you be doing in these last 6 minutes?
I'd be sweating buckets and running around looking to see what I missed.
Hey, if you're sweating, can I slap on some Limburg onto your feet?
That sure, why not? Okay, I'm happy to squelch some more for you.
I appreciate that. But building-wise,
building-wise, in these last final moments, I would be running around looking for any final touches. I would be checking my the list of resources I have left in my hands and trying to figure out what I can throw up and where to finally just eke out that extra little something special to make my build stand out just that much more. It's just a race, and it is pure focus and adrenaline fueled at this point, knowing that we are now coming up on the 5.5 minute mark.
Entering day 917. I think these builders are excited, they're experienced, and I think they're wrapping up their builds, adding the last little couple of decorations to these magnificent structures which they have created, which is incredibly impressive. Drawing from years of building experience, drawing from understanding and knowledge that they've set in the libraries, perusing different architectural styles. One can only admire their skill, their talent, perseverance in this trying time as they battling the rain, the weather, various creatures. We do have to give a shout out to Azai and Rutherford for being the security for our 2 contestants. I think they have done an amazing job. So thank you to them for being just awesome around and making sure that they're not bothered by crazy fans. Because we understand that Zoda and Swifty are just tears up in terms of skill. And sometimes, you do have to separate yourselves from the weird fans.
Yes. They have been putting in. Amakisha asks, how would we describe your build? Well, I don't have a build just yet there, Amakisha. We are looking at Zoda and Squirrels. We will be looking at their build here momentarily as we're coming into the last 4 minutes of this particular build off. How would I go? But if we were to invert that question a little bit, change it up, smash it around, smush it up, and run it through that mixer blade a couple, 3 dozen times. What I think you actually meant was, how do we describe Zoda's and Squirrel's build? And if I had to do it in one word, I would say startling. What about you, Kino?
Beanless. Which makes me very happy. As long as I know beans, I'm good to go. And I don't pick up any beans in either of these builds.
No beans. How about bukeberries? You count bukeberries as beans?
No, I'm actually okay. It's an explodey fruit. So yeah, I'm not fond of that either. Although I do have an exception for grapes. But beans and peas and pukeberries, it's a big no-no. And I don't pick up any of those here. Oh, look at that, Nori. The weather's cleared up. The last final 3 minutes, allowing the 2 contestants to see clearly at what they're trying to put together. I see Swifty is finishing a roof there, or repairing a roof on the side. The final touches up. They're probably frantically slapping things together, trying to make this the best possible build that they can. I wonder, Nori, let me ask this question: will repairing affect the score at the end?
I'm going to say is going to really depend entirely on what the build style that they were going after. If they wanted that really weathered look, then repairing may actually hurt them in the process. If they weren't going for that weathered look and they just wanted to make certain it all looked nice and tidy and cohesive, then repairing is probably the sort of thing that they want to look into doing, make certain everything's just nice and clean. We do have, unfortunately, some people experiencing some ads right now, so we are going to just continue to meander on like we normally do, but we are not going to look at the builds or do too much in the way of the builds until after everybody has come back from the ads. But with 2 minutes, that is 2 minutes left on the clock, I think they will be long back before that happens.
We will get a tank and he will kite the ads away to the side.
That being said, while we're at this ads, let's not forget our other sponsors. Yes, sponsors for today's events. Yes, the Zoda Adventures. Remember, if you're looking for that edge of the seat thrill ride experience, look no further than a Zoda Adventure. Never leave home, never come back. It's a Zoda Adventure. You can't go wrong if you're not there on that Zoda Adventure.
That's true. I once went. I haven't been on a Zoda adventure yet, so one day I would like to go on a Zoda adventure.
Well, I would say make certain that you've got your documents in line, your will made out, and then you're good to go, my friend, on that Zoda adventure. Welcome back, Morning Darkness.
And insurance.
You haven't missed anything. Yes, and insurance. Insurance is extremely necessary.
He does charge more for that, I'm told, though.
Does he? Okay, we are coming up to the very end here, as 45 seconds are left on the clock. This is going to get really exciting and heated. All right.
Oh.
So as we go, we're gonna start really paying attention to the time, as there is now 30 seconds left on the clock. See your local Gary for all your insurance needs. Exactly. Or if you're ever in the mountains, I can recommend Doug as a gentleman go see, because he can dig it. 15 seconds left on the clock. You ready to do the 10 countdown? Ready?
Oh, Nori,
10,
I don't think I...
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hammers down. Hammers down. The build off is done. There is your horn. No more. All right. Well, that was exciting. That is... return this back to the other screen. Okay, if we could have our contestants come here to the center area. Everybody to the center. There we go. Bring them all in. There we go. Fantastic. Fireworks. Yeah, but I didn't bring fireworks. Anybody got fireworks? Oh, no, we don't have fireworks. We don't even have
oh my
fireworks.
God, I'm so tired and stressed.
I already fired
Okay.
some fireworks at the.
Look at you! Oh my God! The hell?
All right, so let's get some final commentaries from our two competitors here before we go start visiting houses, and we'll have them walk us through their little abode. So people, I say houses, their builds. Swift, taking a quick gander over here at Zoda's build. What are your concerns?
My concern. Oh my goodness. I believe that Zoda made better use of his materials, as I had a lot left over, and I'm guessing he did not. So he apparently had a plan and followed it, whereas I do strictly wing it style.
Okay, Zoda, your same question to you. Looking at Squirrel's side, concerns?
Hers looks like a comfortable cottage. What the hell?
Back here, Zoda, come back here. No.
And
over
then
here.
maybe if we can jump in, final thoughts for both contestants on their own builds. Things that they would like to have done, but more improved.
I should have
maybe didn't get to?
requested more fine wood. I forget how dramatically, how much fine wood is needed per furniture piece.
You can tear it down. It's fine. You can
All
tear
right.
down my build.
And Zoda, yours?
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm saying.
that-
Yeah, you can tear it down.
No, the
Your
builds are
builds?
staying. That's that.
Yeah.
The builds are up there.
Fun.
So you know,
How do you get
thoughts
to
on
the
your
build
builds, Zoda?
area? So Shale, if you come through the to the trader, from the trader there is a PB trader portal, and then we're just north of that. Oof.
Oh,
Somebody's
dear.
getting violently ill here. Oh.
Oh, Zoda, really?
The
Oh,
nerves must have set in on Zoda.
oh, he ate beans,
I imagine
bet.
so.
No, it's beans.
Okay, so
Like I need a shower after that. Pardon me.
Yeah.
setting the mood. All right, so chat, since you guys are going to be judging, which house would you like to see first?
You flip a coin.
We'll see what we could flip a coin, but since chat's judging, I'm just going to let them pick the house they want to go look at first. Emma Keisha has voted for Ekore. I think we're going to have to put a poll up here.
Say, throw a poll up. Let them vote with the poll.
That way they can
You can do
practice
that.
for when they actually vote on the things.
Yeah, I probably should have practiced how to put a poll up myself.
Here we go.
Emo, clear. There we go.
Welcome to the dance party, Shale.
Break it down like it's 1999. Or in this
Or
case,
All right, I'm going to leave this up here for 1 minute. There we go.
14.
All right, so poll's up there. Everybody go vote on where you'd like to go first. Everybody's having fun and being ridiculous, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. Oh, we love it. It should be there in chat. Isn't there a poll?
I have
Can you see a
noticed
poll?
that sometimes I have it on my end. I've noticed that sometimes I have to refresh before it shows up if I've been watching the stream for a while.
But you can go down to the reward section, and occasionally it shows up down there too. Oh, mobile's not being nice. Yeah. For mobile, I usually have to go down into the rewards, and then it'll show up there as the top of the rewards. All right, so the poll has ended. It looks like the results set say squirrel. 7 out of 7 to 4. So we are going to go look at the squirrel build.
Sounds good to me.
Oh. So what is going on here? Okay. All right. That's a horrible way to do the poll, but okay. Refresh just in time. All right, so we are going to... So, Squirrel, why don't you lead the way and take us through your build then?
All right. Oh, I apologize. There's still a cart in the way because, I just
no,
left it
it's
here.
fine.
We'll move it up to one side.
You could just... You could have just left it there. It would have been fine.
That's all right. Then it's not in anybody's way. Welcome to the Squirrel's Nest. This is our rusty, cozy cottage. Complete with bees and table o' fruits. Small wood pile for chilly nights. And cozy interior. Very tiny, very tight. May require a few people at a time. Sleeping loft and throne included.
Looks like you have managed to achieve a comfort level of 10 in here. Nice bed. Oh, she's spreading the wealth around up here. You can tell she's got a lot of money to throw around. Okay. Come on up, Shale. I have moved off. I like
the loft.
So your flue area is a little interesting in that you've managed to cause your smoke to draw a line up there.
It has followed the roof line in a quite lovely way and out through the top of the roof there.
That's a very interesting design.
I didn't want to sacrifice the lovely circle tower roof from the outside for a chimney, so...
That's really impressive.
So you were hoping that was going to work out, and in this case, in your favor, it did work out.
It did work out, yes.
Very nice. So very, very interesting use. Didn't use all of the space. You got some nice windows in here going on. Again, we see the cross hatching pattern as we did from earlier when we were touring around it. So you have your honeybees collecting on the outside, makes it easy for them to collect. So a very lovely build.
Thank you.
And then, of course, your banner.
Yes.
Checkerboard on the loft floor. Morning Darkness is nice. But there's a lovely checkerboard on the floor in here, too. I have seen this particular pattern before, because
Shale's signature parquet flooring.
Yes.
On both levels.
Yes. Just noticed that. Kino has made himself at home in the throne.
Yeah,
he's been naked
cold.
and freezing this whole time, so that's totally valid. Warm your toes by the fire.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking as well. Just
warm them too much because we don't need a Limburger smell hanging out in the house.
Oh, you know what? I have a fresh batch coming in.
That's what the high roof is for. It's fine. It will just waft upward and out with the smoke.
All right. Okay. Zoda, after you then, my dear friend.
Pog.
As we go across the way to the Zoda's build. This has been a merry afternoon of absolute nonsense, and it's been so much fun. All right, so walk us through your build there, Zoda.
Oh, there's not much really to walk around. You'll go ahead and check it out.
That's not how that works.
There's a first floor. There's a second floor. Yeah.
This looks very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, got a nice present on the table. Some fruit sticking around. Very nice.
Ooh, I love your secret entrance to the beehives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's fancy.
Right?
I was kind of curious as to how you were going to get up here. That you're trying to shove me off the building? Are you looking for somebody to die?
No.
Speaking of food check, Nori.
So he's managed to put in a secret front door. It's fabulous. Yeah, I was curious as to how he was going to make it so that you could harvest the beehives and collect from them. That's an interesting and unique strategy there. And I love the continued chimney here.
There was a couple of things that I was unhappy with when I was going through. The chimney didn't come out the way I wanted it. The roof didn't come out the way I wanted it. But you know what? It works.
I like the Corwood
It does
chimney.
work.
That's really cool. I've not seen that before.
Yeah.
I do like that.
All those had to be free place. The
Did they not want to snap together?
No,
Because they're
no.
vertical? Oof. That is some dedication, sir.
That is, and it's a bit of a time allotment that he had to account for. So it's impressive that he managed to get it together in time for the build. Because there's not, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had to free place the horizontal ones up here as well, right?
The horizontal
them,
ones
yeah.
snap all right? A couple of them had to be replaced. Okay. I noticed they seem to snap a little. I like the way the top turned out.
So it's a lovely build.
Oh, careful, Rutherford.
Somebody's going to kill themselves on it, though.
Found a little gap here.
Oh yeah, there is a gap, but you can't fall through. You can't fall through.
Challenge. Oh,
Take a tour around the outside. So, in 90 minutes. Kino, you were asking about a death?
Oh,
Yeah.
Kino, just for
it
you.
did happen.
Thank you, Brotherford. I appreciate it. I was waiting for it.
No,
Somebody died.
Rutherford,
I'm sorry.
You're
Rip
too,
That's all right.
too young.
Rutherford's got the brojo. He'll be fine.
Well, it's not built yet, but
So where have I been going to then?
you've
So
been
definitely a
going around,
difference
and we've been doing
in build tactics. Zodi here went very large and used up a good majority of the space that he had allotted to him. And so there's still a lot of room on the interior with which that you could do some decorations with and whatnot. It looks good. I am enjoying this. I am a personal fan of the less is more. So I actually am appreciative of the large space areas to move around in. Squirrel has done an excellent job at hers. Hers feels like a finished little house. It's a bit tiny and cramped in certain spots, and so moving around with company is a little on the difficult side. So some pluses, some minuses, some very different styles of building.
Instead of the squirrel's nest,
both
they
of
call
them-
it the introvert's lodge.
I think both of them
I
turned
think
out
Squirrel did a fantastic job on the overall shape and everything that's there. It's wonderful to see. It's a cool thing to look at.
I think they both did. I think you both did a fantastic job. I am pleased as punch with both of these builds because you have a lot of attention to some serious detail going on in here that definitely took some time and effort to get into because you didn't have a whole lot of snap points to work with. It says just flip a table, flip a cart, right? But it is a very lovely chimney. And I actually like to look at this chimney. So, all right. So you guys, we're going to return back to the center. Chat, is there any other building? Do you want to take another look at any of these buildings or whatnot before we put up the poll to vote on your favorite? So, you want to go back to see Swifts again? Okay. We'll go back and look at Swifts one more time. Get a little light because we're starting to lose some darkness. So here we'll take a spin around the outside court area here. I like the you use these pillars up here, Swift, but I also note that they don't actually, you didn't cap them, so it looks a little unfinished right there.
You are correct.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. I like that you put them up there, but without them being kept, they do look a little unfinished.
Yeah, no, I agree. Until I looked at it from that angle, I hadn't noticed.
It's just I did love it. On the inside, it actually looks intentional, and it looks wonderfully done on the inside. It's just from the outside, it looks a little funny. But otherwise, I think it looks great on the inside. And then here we have the interior.
Masks it.
Yes. Arcade floors. You got some storage down here, some gold, lovely little chair, and then now I would ask the question, why the ladder instead of just like regular stairs? And I imagine that is just angle difference.
Angle difference in space. I would have had to do 3 levels of those stairs, and I would have not had any floor space at all on that lower floor.
So here we go. Here's the interior of Squirrel's Place again.
I was just proud to get my roof tiles to do eaves. Because I'm fond of eaves on a building.
There you go. All right. You are correct. Okay, so as we move back to the center stage here, anybody else that would like to take another gander at one of the builds before we put up the poll? Secret tunnel. Yes, exactly. If not, we are going to put up the poll. We will put up the secondary poll here. Let me find, where's that? That's the raid. We don't want to raid. There we go. New poll.
Keisha. What's with the evil laugh?
Now, the poll is going to be open here in just a moment. And we are going to allow for additional votes using your points. So if you've got a bunch of extra points on there, feel free to spend them.
Wait. What poll is this for?
I know what poll it is.
Which one they're choosing?
Is this the bet? Is this the bet?
Yes.
This is the bet poll.
This is the bet poll, huh?
Yes, it is.
I'll stay out of it.
All right. We're going to put it out there for 5 minutes, and it's now available. Memories. Oh, I remember a time where we would have to try and figure out how to do this by having people just spam the chat and then count. Oh, my word. How difficult was that? But we do have... So it's in for some jazz music. So again, we'll remind everybody that today's contest is out for the elusive first Draugr Fane made by either one of these two fantastic builders. That's a little badge of honor. And in season 1, Zoda had to make a Draugr Fane for Squirrel, which still bears Zoda's name on it as she ran around shooting things with it. Here in season 2, who's going to get that Draugr Fane? That's up to you to decide. That is entirely up to you to decide. I don't know that jazz was a good selection for voting music. It's just me.
Jazz is always a good choice. Jazz is always a good choice.
What I use when I make Limburger cheese.
Okay, not a good choice for that because there's nothing good for that.
Limburger cheese. I am not even going to begin to discuss how it is that we go about making a fresh Limburger cheese here on Denmark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I fixed the queuing system so, the songs don't overlap themselves now.
That's handy.
Which is nice. Yes. Morning. I am allowing points to be spent on this.
I'm refraining from using points because I will skew the results if I do.
Hey, that's the whole point about this, right? There's a lot of people with a lot of points on my channel, so if this bleeds out a bunch of points, I'm okay with that. Help yourself. Spend to your heart's content.
I've got 32k points. Should I spend them?
I got 29k that I'm holding on to.
Oh, I forgot about I forgot about Chaos Weekend.
Oh, that's why he wants you to spend your points for Chaos Weekend coming up. That makes sense.
Oh, that's smart.
There's no ulterior motive behind this. Not at all. No.
Snorri and I stream at different times. I feel like I should hang on to some of my points for times that I'm not getting hit.
Wow, that was definitely a challenge. I don't if whoever is doing a build off next, pace yourself.
Yeah. Any words of wisdom that you guys would like to share after this?
If you end up going to the one thing, don't turn back. Because you don't got much time to change. What about you, Squirrel? What would your
Doing
advice be?
decorations, ask for more fine wood. If you are wanting to make it pretty, make sure you're allowed cultivators. Because the dirt around mine is really bothering me. I want it to be grassy and pretty.
That wasn't on the list.
I know. I didn't think about it in time. I mean, that's a tool. You would bring that along with you. But what was the other thing? I agree with Zoda on the, choose your shape and stick with it, but don't be so devoted to a specific detail that you can't change it when it doesn't work. Because that threw me off.
All right. It looks like the results are in. You're going to end the poll now.
Oh, that's.
And it looks like
One.
I'm
Squirrel
sorry.
wins it by 1 point. 1 point.
Right, Nori, as discussed, if Zoda loses, he's out of the team. Zoda is now on his own.
Oh.
that was never a thing.
I was keeping everything balanced. I was balancing the points out at 50,
Like
50.
50.
I think I blew like 4,000 points.
Actually, you blew 5,700 points.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's fine.
As the highest contributor of channel points to that particular poll. We get to see that. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your build off. These fantastic pair of streamers, builders, and denizens have come together, have produced some amazing things for us to see today, have lived through the antics of me and Kino just yakking nonstop in their ear while they're trying to focus and build. I think all in all, it was an absolutely epic and memorable moment. And we will. Huh?
I said, Zoda,
Yes.
should we take a bow?
Oh yeah,
Take your bows.
Let me move my naked self away out of the camera.
Oh, mine didn't work. There we go.
There you go. as always, I'd like to thank all of our community that is here, you voters that helped pick and decide the winner of this. So Zoda, it does look like you owe Squirrel another Draugr thing.
That happens. I'm a man of my word. I will get you the Draugr thing once I make one.
Thank you much, Soda.
2 seasons in a row, Squirrel gets to run around with a Draugr thing with Zoda's name on it.
I know.
It's true.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
We have to thank our sponsors as well.
Yes, you wanna start that off, or you want me to kick that off?
Just thanks to all the sponsors, the Valheim fried chicken, Squirrel's nuts and bolts, Zoda's magic school, Rutherford's Brojo, all the Buffy's
Buffy's wood, Luke's quarry, Kino's cheese, Morning Darkness's Dairy Queen.
With all the sponsors. So we thank you very much, and it was good working with you. We hope to do it again in the future.
Yes, it's been absolutely fabulous, and a big shout out and thanks to Kino for coming here and joining me on this commentary booth for today. It's been absolutely fabulous to have him here for that. We are sorry about your mugging on the way here, and we will work with the local authorities to see about getting you your stuff back.
Yeah, please, somebody. Because I'm cold. It's wet. Sucks.
It's been fantastic. Now, we have, and I'm not really quite certain how to end this. I mean, that's been a fantastic bit of just fun and adventure and frolicsome. So I think rather than trying to figure out what to do for the next 45 minutes, we are just going to go ahead and raid out from here, and we're going to send all of this love and happy memories to the next person. Don't forget to talk up about the Valheim fried chicken to your next Valheim streamer we're going to go raid out to, because who wouldn't want some Valheim fried chicken? And that's just going to be so much fun to talk about. Or delicious. Kino cheese. Don't forget Wars' excavation servers, Rutherford's Brojo. There's lots of people and things with which we can take to the next guy and tell them all about. And don't forget that you guys made today possible, and we do appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's been absolutely a fantastic time. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out. I think this has been a fantastic little journey. And don't forget, we do have an upcoming build off with Wars and Waggleton as the next one. And then sometime in the very near future, shortly after that, I have challenged Morning Darkness to a bridge off. So we will have a gap off here. And I think we even located a good location for it. So I just got to sit down and work out some details with her over that one. We'll see how that's going to work out and check out. But until next time, we're going to hit the editing screen and get this raid underway. Thank you all in the Discord. It's been absolutely fantastic. Good luck with that. Yeah, thanks, Joker. We're going to need all of it. Let's see. I think that has got the button to close down my... Yes, okay. So that's made that quiet. All right, let's hit the ending screen. We're going to go find somebody to raid. And then... Yep, that's right. We're going to get a raid going off here. Looks like Nikki and Billy are still doing some Valheiming, and they're naked in a raid series. So I think we're going to go say hi to them. We'll send them some Denmorkian love. Don't forget, Nikki and Billy are also members here on the Denmark server. So keep an eye on them. They may be back over here at some point in time. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure and a thrill, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Until next time, take care.